What's up? What's up, my BK riders? You know, Sugar Love gets it first. She gets it. She gets the good stuff. We're gonna go straight to the problem. We're gonna go straight to court. We're gonna go straight to court, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. We're gonna do. We're gonna listen. Then we're gonna talk. Yep, we're gonna figure it out. We wanna know, is he staying or is he going home?
Cops, we ain't provided him. Special trial. No. We don't need all that. We need the judges. Hey, Black. Good morning. So you trying to find this sucker. They are going to circle back to his case. Okay, where is it at? Oh, where is it at so we could just be waiting for them to circle back? As you can see, right, it's Fulton County. Let me see what it says. News and events. No. News and events. Oh, we don't care about that. Judges. We got that already. His name is Judge Alfred Dempsey. We know that part. We wanted that other chick, but they switched up on us again. That's what I was thinking, but I don't see Charlie in Montego. He's in DeKalb County. Yes. This is the judge. This is the judge right here who is going to be presiding. Hey, my Tiff. Hey, baby, hola. They think we playing. They know we up on it. They know. They know what we want. They know what we want, and they're playing with us. They're playing with us. I don't see Black Velvet ass. I don't see Charlie ass. Nope, nothing on Bigo. Oh, got Black Velvet here.
With support him. So, and as I mentioned earlier, we do think that there are some mental health issues at work here. Just going into that not too much, but we were going to see if it was possible for him to get unrestricted judicial release if that's possible. I'm not sure based on the charges if that was possible. But if that's not possible, then we're going to add the lowest possible fine because we want to see it get out and address these obvious health issues that are going on.
Not, it don't work like that on a computer, but I got it, baby.
Where he can't get in any more trouble, and then he may get some assistance. So, if the paperwork is submitted to me, I'll sign it to get an evaluation done, because I think that's the most appropriate thing to do right now. So, Judge, I'll you can send it to Ms. Green. Yes, there you are. If you can forward it to Ms. Green, you're the appropriate person, Ms. Green, to get this on which one of the staff should receive any paperwork that might be forthcoming from the defendant.
They can send it to me, Judge.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is currently it'll be a no bond based upon the likelihood to reoffend, and essentially based upon what appears to be a serious problem, mental health problem. Next would be Curtis Marcus Harlan.
Paralegal for the state, Your Honor. State's ready. And Taven Taylor for the defense. Defense is also ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Hey, whenever you're ready.
Was that no bond for Nature Boy?
Mr. Curtis Harlan, he is charged with aggravated assault with a gun, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Was that no bond for Nature Boy? Come on, Black Velvet, talk to us now. Talk to us. Talk to us.
Your family may have gotten ill, or you may have had other circumstances that impact your financial status through no fault of your own. And so I do take that into consideration, which means during the hearing, I may be asking you some questions about your financial situation, such as what type of work do you do? How much money do you make? Are you required to support your children?
Give me a second, y'all.
Hey, Vic.
I want to know how long you've been in the state of Georgia. Those questions are designed to help me determine your financial status and whether or not.
Was that, when we heard that little bit, was that from Nature Nut? Y'all know we're going to keep this going. Y'all know we're going to keep this going. Yeah, hopefully there's no bonds in his mental illness.
What's up, Van? Hey, it is what it is this morning. Paper text I was saying and all. I'm trying to make sure we got the right court. There's a couple different courts going on. And I'm trying to make sure we got the right court. And I just had one, and I don't know where the fuck I put it. Lord, I'm not sure if this is the right court, y'all.
Workers were inside the club at the time this shooting occurred. When the shooting begins, the video shows multiple people running and taking cover behind whatever they can find to protect themselves.
This is all the people that was on the docket for the day. All the people on the docket for the day. I want to see, maybe their story is more interesting than Nature Boy.
I think this is the right court.
A special condition in a family violence case is the no violent contact. It essentially means what it says.
It's 2-3 different courts going on this morning. They're all being streamed. The hard part is finding out which is the right court. I'm going to play this one, but I'm not sure if it's the right one. I'm going to keep checking back and seeing. Because from what I don't really think this is the right court, but this is the one everybody is showing. And the link that I had is not working for me or anybody else.
Yonkers City Court in New York.
Despite his
What's
lack
up,
of criminal
Lisa?
history, we do believe that he is a danger to the community. He fired multiple rounds inside a enclosed area where there was multiple patrons. I mean, we're lucky this is not something more serious.
Damn, her thing was bad. She bad too.
Right. I think so too, but I'm not 100% certain. I was told it was going to be a black attorney.
We don't know who the hell it's gonna be.
Hey. Hold on, let me mute my mic because I'm on live right now.
Hey, Iset. Hey, Karen, welcome, sweetie. Welcome, darling.
First they said it was a black lady, now I got a whole nother list. Okay. Well then I think I might have the right one. Look on my Vigo and let me know. All right.
She's not the nurse. Meet the honorable justice. She is scheduled for
At this point, he has been incarcerated for 79 days, so he is not entitled to a bond at this point.
Makita, she's not the judge no more.
Hey, Juice.
Of 2022.
She's not the judge
So at
anymore.
this time, Your Honor, we'd be asking for no bond.
Ms. Taylor?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harlan primarily needs to be released because he is the primary caretaker of his daughters.
Okay,
He was also their
Alice,
sole
thank you.
financial support, and just before being arrested, he was actually trying to get into trade programs to get a higher paying job to better support them. He does actually live in South Carolina, but he has a lot of ties to Georgia,
No.
so coming back here for the court will not be a significant hardship for him.
Can y'all get the
He has
room
his
hot,
aunt here,
please?
his cousin here, his close family friends live here, and he has been able to provide us with their addresses.
Can we get up on this heat list? Can y'all get the room hot?
In his case and keeping updated with his case, so he would be able to come back to court here. He has a lot of family support. He's also very close with his family. He's been living in South Carolina for years with his partner, Miss Chan. They've been together for almost 5 years, and they do have 2 daughters together, a 2-year-old and another daughter that just turned 1 in April. So he will have a stable address with it where he lives with his children, and the court will be able to contact him at that address. He actually just moved into a larger home, and he has been able to provide me with the address for that home as well. And I was able to confirm that with Miss Chan. His name is the one on the lease there, so he's responsible for that rent. So he would prefer to be able to go back to that home when he is
Thank you,
released.
Ellie.
And he is close to Miss Chan's family who is there.
Thank
She
you,
had just
Scorpio.
actually started a job right before he was arrested that requires her to travel for business trips. So she really needs his help and needs him to come home. They had already started coordinating their schedules for her new job. So that is what they would do for him to return to court. He would be able to have her stay home to watch the children for that. He is also close with his father, who's been checking on him, and other family members have been contacting us very frequently about his case.
Thank you.
He is also engaged with the community in South Carolina.
Play your bells, play your bells, play your bells. Get the room hot.
When he takes his children there every Sunday and has Miss Chan join as often as she can around her work schedule. He's seeking further education, but he did earn his high school diploma. He would like to go to a trade school for welding and electrician work. These are competitive schools in his area that he has to be in person to apply for. So him being
Get to nature.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Scorpio.
at this time. Although he would not be able to get in trade school from
Thank
there,
you,
he has been
Bernie.
able to maintain an opening for his previous jobs. He worked as a maintenance worker for McDonald's, and he would still be able to return to that job. And he also has an Amazon job that he would be able to return to if he is really soon. And Ms. Chan has been helping keep in contact with them to make sure that those jobs are still available for him. So this case is really important to him to have resolved, not have it hanging over his head. He understands the serious of the allegations, and he is adamant.
Play your bells, everybody. Play your bells.
Not accurate. They are not what
Get the
happened.
room hot. Play your bells. 99 at a time. 99 at a time. Play your bells.
He's saying he didn't shoot multiple rounds in the nightclub. That's what he said. Is not true.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Like the allegations.
Play your bells. 99 at a time. Thank you, Libra.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And he does not have any history of failing to return to court. So we do think he is a good candidate for bond and coming back here. He does only have that one cycle of criminal history. It's not violent
No, we
criminal
didn't miss
history.
it.
no property
Judge
crime,
Sonia.
financial crimes. This case was about 5 years ago, and
Thank you,
resulted
Libra. I
in no
appreciate you.
issues, no issues showing up.
Play your bells,
He is
everybody.
presumed innocent of possessing a firearm in this case, and Ms. Chan has assured me that there are no firearms in their home, and there will not be any firearms in their home when he is released. And we don't believe he's a risk to intimidate witnesses.
Bells are
He does not know
gifts.
the alleged victim in this case.
I guess we get
He has
their
no interest in
cases.
not
Let's see how it
trying
go.
to contact them or
Thank you,
returning to
thank
this
you.
location, because as the state already mentioned,
Yeah,
he was
Judge
a
Sonia.
victim of an armed
I
robbery.
can't even find it
like
myself.
when the incident was taking place.
Trying to
During
figure out how
the
to do it.
preliminary hearing, the officer did say that the video surveillance does not clearly show the suspect in the case, and so we are still investigating. The evidence against him right now, our office has already been working on
No
that.
problem.
So, although we're taking these allegations seriously, thankfully no one was injured at the location, and he's not charged with any kind of damage of property. So we are just continuing to investigate that at this time. As for his ability to pay, the fact that he's been in custody for 79 days now has already been a substantial financial burden for his family. Ms. Chan has been assistant.
Okay, what you watching?
Can we get a trophy?
Let me pause it. What you watching is all the court cases that's going on right now in DeKalb County, where the notorious bad boy. I can't even give him notorious because that's B.I.G. Nature Boy is going to be on trial. We was going to see if he's going to get another bond hearing. So you're going to see a lot of multiple different court cases. Just so you guys know.
He has his new daughter, and their rent has recently increased, and so that's also been limiting their financial ability. I believe the assistant district attorney at his first appearance requested
No, not
$20,000
there,
bond, which
obviously.
we did feel was reasonable. But after speaking with Mr. Harlan and his family, it seems that for their ability to pay their financial situation right now, it would be closer to a $10,000 to $15,000 bond, because he does understand the seriousness of these charges, and that the court likely has concerns about the seriousness. He is very open to special conditions. He is very flexible about them. But if there were to be special conditions with a monetary cost, he would request that it be towards the lower end of the $10,000 range. He has said he's fine staying away from the location, staying away from the alleged victim. He doesn't need to be in Georgia until he is called back for court, and as well as calling into pretrial services, even having an ankle monitor. He does just want to get back to his family and be able to provide for them again. And so that is what we would be requesting, is the $10,000 to $15,000 bond with any special conditions that the court deems necessary.
They're talking about some random person. They're not talking about nothing.
10 days, so he would be coming back to court for that if he does not have a bond set today.
We waiting for Nature Boy to come up. He hadn't came up yet.
Allegedly was a victim of armed robbery, and the victim in this case was a security guard, and the security guard was
still in here?
not part of the armed robbery.
No, Your Honor. The defendant in this case was allegedly the victim of an armed robbery. The security guard at the Penthouse Club comes outside to assist him or kind of ask him what happened. Does he need any help?
Yes.
The defendant, he then admittedly said to officers later on the scene that he was too drunk to remember anything that happened.
Right.
So he then chases the security guard into the penthouse, and that's when he points the gun
Thank you, Peace.
at the victim in this case.
Yes, the court is live.
And on our end, Your Honor, we
And allegedly discharged multiple rounds in the club.
yes, Your Honor, while intoxicated, and while at least 20 patrons were inside the club.
Okay. Danger to the public. No bond. Omar, Tressor, or Holder.
All right.
Thank you, Ellie.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Hurricane for the state judge.
Not 17 for the defendant judge.
This is State Person Omar Tressor Holder.
He is charged with armed robbery, false imprisonment, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon or person
Hey,
on probation.
Tamara.
I know, right?
Possession of a
Maya.
firearm during the commission of a
But
felony.
it's good to hear
This
the other
happened
cases because we
back
could get an
on,
idea on what may
No,
happen.
Kayla, it
in
ain't.
January of this
It's
year.
700 people in the room. Can y'all get me to my third star, please?
Officers responded to 1974 Young Road in reference to an armed robbery occurring at
Well, you
4649
better keep these
Memorial
notes
Drive,
going.
which is
Shit.
United
And it's a fan lottery going on.
victim, John Terry Simpson, who is on the call today,
Thank you, Libra.
stated that he met a female on Twitter that began to talk. The female went by the Twitter handle Lanisha Princess. However, he did not know any of her other
Write a 1 on the
information.
screen and flowers if you
Female
think you go
invited
get
Mr.
bond.
Simpson
Write a
to
2 on the
the
screen
United
and flowers
in
if you think it's
114,
go get denied.
and he did confirm that he made it to the hotel.
I appreciate it.
When he arrived, placed a jacket in a chair in the room. The jacket contained a firearm, specifically a Glock 19, and his cell phone, which was an iPhone 12. He placed his
Don't
Write
forget
them on
to
the
hit the
screen.
like.
Write them on the screen and flowers.
Do not
1 if you think you go get bond. 2 if you think it's.
Mr. Simpson, while the second male went straight to the chair where his
Thank
jacket
you,
was
Gina.
placed.
A 2.
He one
Thank you,
suspect asked
Scorpio.
him where the drugs at, and he said he didn't know what they were talking about. The male suspect allowed the female to leave the room, and then eventually allowed John
Thank
Terry
you,
to
Libra.
leave. He walked out and tried to find the female,
Thank you,
but
Jeanette.
because he felt like something wasn't right, and he couldn't find the males or females at all. So he went home and called police.
We hope not.
He didn't report any injuries or any discharged firearms, but officers then
Thank you, Miss
went back to
Baton
the
Rouge.
location the United Inn, pulled surveillance video from the hotel to try and locate the suspect. They observed the license plate of the car the 2 males left in and found it was registered to Omar Holder. Officers then used pictures from government
see y'all.
databases.
I can see them. It's
To the
okay.
video of the suspect
I can
from
see
the
them.
United
Right,
Inn, and
Barbie?
it matched Mr. Holder's pictures.
It's in the gift section,
Hey, Mama
April.
Cruz.
Holder does have a couple of convictions in Georgia.
It's in the
He's a
draw.
2017 carrying weapon without a license. That's a case in full.
Thank you,
But
Barbie.
then the more important one, Judge, is a conviction under the First Offender Act that he is
Bitch,
still
you
on probation
stupid.
for out of 2015 out of Gwinnett.
Certify you a
2 counts of
fool.
armed robbery.
Hey,
Excuse me, it was arrest.
Can we get a
for 2 counts of
trophy,
armed robbery.
please?
It was
Does anybody
reduced
got a
to robbery
trophy?
and ag assault.
I can show use
But
one.
he is still on probation for those. The victim in this case, like I said, is on the call.
Oh, you
today.
can
He
throw
already
something in the
made
CA.
a
It's
statement
listed at the
at
top.
First appearance hearing. He does not wish to speak again today, but he is highly opposed. He's afraid for himself.
Oh no, girl, fix your thing. Fix your thing. Yes, Alicia.
Don't get kicked out. Matter of fact, let's do this. I ain't even gonna kick you. Let's do this. You want to be unmuted? Send me a gift. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Not none. Hey, Cola.
9 days. He's born and raised in Georgia.
Cousin.
In Georgia. He has family in Georgia. His mother. He has several aunts in Georgia.
Thank you, Gina.
In Georgia. And his mother and one of his aunts is watching the stream now. And we also had 2 of his aunts submit some character letters.
No, we ain't missing yet. I hope not.
One on the way. And, he graduated from high school, Shiloh High School. So he has extensive ties to the community with his family and his
Extensive
children.
ties because he graduated.
And, he has been here for 79 days. And I spoke with Mr. Holder, and he's adamant that the allegations are incorrect. He
Thank
tells me that
you.
there was no armed robbery that took place. And he also told me that
I'm
there
like,
is
hot
some
damn.
evidence to suggest
Don't
that
forget, hit
alleged
that light,
victim
hit that light.
himself
Please hit the
said that there
light.
was no armed robbery that took place.
Hit the like button. Thank
When I
you.
talked to Mr. Holder, I don't want to get too much into the facts in the case. When I talked to him, he told me that it was a situation where he found his girl or his girlfriend at the time cheating on him, and he asked the person that was doing that to leave the room at a hotel room. So that's what he told me. And again, like I said, I have some of the, they're like messages
She do
between the
sound
alleged
nervous.
victim and the female in that scenario.
She sounds
speaking
very
of the
nervous.
robbery and saying that it didn't take place. So we are asking for about a $10,000 bond.
Hey, Marquis.
Mr. Holder, he wants to get out, be able to support his family. Like I said, he has 3 children. He's expecting another child. He does have a job that he can go back to, and he would really much like to go back to that job.
He should have been at that job instead of being in jail.
I bet he fucking would.
He's willing to do the ankle monitor. Now his job is a truck driver, and I did speak with him about that. I said, would you be able to do that and just stay in Georgia? And he said yes. And that's a job that he has held for the past 3 years.
I can't even pull that up myself. I'm very upset, but it's all right. That's all right. That is okay. That's okay. Come on, Black Velvet. Fix that old internet now. 3 down. Hey, Les. Guys, do not forget to hit
that. In 2015 of reduced charges from armed robbery and to a robbery and aggravated assault. This is patterned just like that.
Run up the room, y'all. Play your bells, play your bells, play your bells.
To tell somebody to leave, he didn't go in there not strapped. Regardless, no bond, danger to the public. There's too much gun violence going on. People carrying guns around, doing stuff, and convicted felons carrying guns. No bond.
Run up the room, run up the room, run up the room.
About 5-minute recess. We'll be back and continue.
All right, y'all got to look at my paper towel holder while we on recess. Just while we taking a quick recess. So what y'all think? What y'all think? Bond or no bond? He hasn't given anybody nothing. Not a damn thing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have to look at this judge's rhythm and his trend, right?
Right.
A lot of these people who are coming up there are repeat offenders who have had a history with gun violence or something like that. Nature Boy, on the other hand, does not have a violent criminal history. So if his lawyer can get in there and show out,
well,
if that lawyer can get in there and paint Nature Boy to,
paint him to be like somebody.
Huh?
I said to be like somebody. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
you guys, it's taking too long. We have to search to find the actual court place for him. So I'm gonna go and get into some of the stuff that is going to hang him. And I'm going to change the name of the video. I'm going to get into some stuff that's going to hang Nature Boy, like his confessions.
We can't think of nothing, but yes, let's just wait till today. Just wait till today.
You are beautiful. Don't let anything that happened to you in the past hinder you from being loved, from loving someone else, Fuck that. You deserve the best of all things. If you like the same sex, oh well, be with whoever you see fit. Brother, sister, whoever you may be, reflection. Be with whoever your heart pulls you towards. Whoever you feel that magnetic pull towards, be with them unapologetically, no matter what.
These are going to be the confessions of the Nature Boy men.
Relationship now.
Yeah, they telling all their business. That leads to probably, most likely, a positive conviction for a Nature Boy.
But love yourself. Olvídese de eso. Don't let society put these cages on you. You know, when I was growing up, we were so ignorant. We would pick on homosexuals, bisexuals at the time, which were suffering from these extremes. Like they thought they were gay. They would be more feminine than a woman. And I always looked at that like, man, this nigga weak, soft ass nigga, B. You me entiendes? Like, yo, this nigga soft. You know what I mean? Like, put your skirt down. But now I see, since I've been seeking divine knowledge of self, I now understand that these people were born this way. When a woman is pregnant and there is an imbalance, she turns on epigenetic genes to create these gatekeepers to bring balance to the genders. If there's an overly masculated population, she'll bring a gatekeeper to balance that out. If there's an overly feminine population, she'll create a gatekeeper to balance that out. So it's not something that you choose to be. I don't choose to be light-skinned or whatever you may call nappy-headed or whatever. I don't choose this. This is who and what I was made. This is what I am. This is what I created. This is me. I didn't choose to have this skin complexion. This is just me. So you have to accept me for me. And if you don't, then you don't accept yourself. So I don't need acceptance from you. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand bisexuality. We gotta study sexuality 101 from the jump. We have to begin to delve deep into these topics that we try to sweep under the rug and try to not speak about publicly because they taboo. Like, look at your parents, man. They have sex. They hide from sex. They create shame about their sexual organs. They don't know what their sexual organs are, so they can't even teach you about the sexual organs. You know what I'm saying? They have sex under the covers, and they put covers under the covers on top of the covers that's under the covers. Like it's something to be ashamed of. Just because it's sacred doesn't make it a secret. Like, we should be more open about these topics. Imagine if sex education was actually real. If they really taught you about sex, not just about procreation. Sex is bigger than procreation. Sex is the sacred energy exchange. We have sex with everything in our reality, but intimate sexual intercourse is something we should be taught about as kids, because as kids, we begin to explore our sexuality once we begin to feel these urges. They call it puberty in that society. You know, this is why you see young girls pregnant at a very young age, because they weren't taught what their apparatus was, what this device is, especially specifically their sexual organs. So they begin to experiment and end up pregnant. You know what I mean? Young girl.
Hey, Miss Leo.
That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that these are extremisms that come from suppressing certain energies that are just natural. It is natural to want to express yourself sexually. If it wasn't, it wouldn't feel good. And procreation is just a byproduct of expressing that sexual energy. People think you have sex to procreate. That's just a byproduct. You have sex because it feels good. If it didn't feel good, you wouldn't be doing it. So understand that even bisexuals do it because it feels good. That doesn't give you the right to judge anyone because they do something you don't specifically do, or that you wouldn't specifically enjoy. That your orientation. Like, nigga, that shit weak.
I'm drinking.
Again, when I speak this to you, I'm talking to myself. It's a double-edged sword.
I'm doing a video, actually.
I'm not just
you're on it.
ridiculing you. I'm ridiculing myself. I'm casting out these demons that I've been raised with in my mind. You know what I'm saying? For all of those that I've hurt, I ask for your forgiveness. Let it be recorded on this day. And for all of those that hurt me, you are forgiven. I love myself. I now understand. You know what I mean? So when it comes to religion, like, religion is deep. Like, religion is like this indoctrination of the mind.
Insane, right, Mo?
That really makes you feel guilt and wanting to express what is naturally, innately in you already. Like, you want to question this reality. You want to know this. You want to know that. But when you coming up and you be like, so why God this and that? Don't question God. And it's like, damn, God is serious. Like, can't even ask about him. You know, they don't teach us that we are gods. They don't teach us that we come.
There's the reason.
They don't teach us that we are the elements on this planet. They don't teach us that we are made up of the same elements that are found on this planet. You know what I'm saying? They teach us that your higher self is this white man in the sky. And if you don't behave in this, and that way, you will be casted to the fiery lakes of hell. And they make it just seem so ghoulish, and they use spookism. And really, religion is a big business at the end of the day, because they want to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind. They want to keep you, they use it as a fear tactic, really, to control the populations, man. Like where I was coming up, right, we were forced to adopt the Bible, you know, Christianity, Jesucristo, the Christos, the Krishna, whatever you call it, the Christ. Some of you call it the prophet. Some of you call it Muhammad. Some of you call it the Buddha. You know what I mean? The Dalai Lama, whatever your religion is. See, I was forced to believe in Jesus Christ, but I was given an image of Jesus Christ as this white man, blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus. And not that there's anything wrong with a white hair, blue eyed man. It's just that's not my highest self. I have divine knowledge of self. I understand that the albino is truly a mutation from the melanated gods of this planet. When they began to live out of tune with what is, they began to perish and suffer due to karma. They casted out the albino and had to come back to them. So yeah, it's like this. We were given this false doctrine, these schools of thoughts, these ideologies of religion, to think that religion was like something sacred. But truthfully, religion was just a forced way of controlling a population. You know what I mean? Praying to saints and orishas and stuff like that. Like, no. At the end of the day, I understand now that my higher self is the most clearest forms of thought, the most crispest form of thought. And it doesn't matter what religion you fall into, right? Eventually, you begin to question that religion so much that you fall out of it. You might end up at the Black Conscious movement, like many of us have. Then you begin to see that these teachers, they're not really religious leaders. They're not even really leaders because there's no movement behind their teachings. There's no action. They're not leading you anywhere. They're just trying to give you this false sense of pride. Like, yeah, you were kings and queens. But then they're not leading you anywhere. They don't tell you what you have to do. There's no movement behind their knowledge. It's like, what the hell? So it leaves you in this confused state. Like, damn, what am I? Where do I come from? You know what I'm saying? You want to know. And what religion does, it suppresses this. And it just gives it to you. Like, look, if you follow these laws, if you follow this way of life, you will be granted heaven. And at the end of the day, it's like, please. A lot of people believe like this is a heaven realm. Like you could create heaven on earth. No, you can't. This is a purgatory, a proven realm. What you do here and now will dictate where you go thereafter. Where you go when you transition this realm. That is where you create your heaven for. What I'm doing now is creating treasures in heaven for me. You understand? So it's like I reach out to you guys because I understand that this is a proving ground, and I know what we're going through. I know what this society has put upon us to blind us, to keep us dumb, deaf, and blind, to keep us docile, to keep us vibrating at a low frequency of thought. They know the intelligence is now here. They understand that the Christ consciousness has now intensified to the point where people are waking up. Like we can see right through the bullshit. And God's children are very intelligent. Like, you can feed them a whole bunch of rumors and lie and make them stumble, but you can't keep them down. They might fall, but they're gonna get right back up. They're gonna find the truth because they are the truth. So we ain't trying to hear all that. We ain't trying to speak knowledge. We're trying to live knowledge. You know. So don't get caught up in religions. Reflection. A lot of people are stuck in religion. Seriously, like no. Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, and don't get it twisted. I feel like all religions, when you boil it down to the simplest molecule, will have to come to this truth, which is the source, which is nature, which is going back into the jungle, into our natural tropical environment where we truly belong, in between the tropics of Capricorn and Cancer. Like, all religions must, every knee shall bow, and every tongue must confess that there's only one true and real source reflection, and that is nature.
Hey, Marquise.
So it doesn't matter what ideology you grew up with, what school of thought. If the truth is in you, you're gonna find the truth. Can't nobody sell you this.
Good one, Miss Leo.
And this mysticism.
Good one.
When it comes down to it, it's just like a whole bunch of hoopla stories. See now, but what I did get from the Bible was the Christ, the consciousness. If you begin to follow the Bible, study the story of Jesus, you will begin to get closer to nature. You will begin to want to live naturally. You will begin to want to break free from this system that has given us.
Okay, Kiki.
These doctrines that has given us these false sense of security. You will want to break free from the system that is keeping us under MK Ultra like bots. You a robot-y boy. You know? If you study Jesus, you will want to get out of there. You'll be like, nah, Jesus wasn't having that. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. You know? He would curse you out. Woe unto thee. You know? He without sin cast the first stone. So I remind you, reflections, judge not that ye shall be judged. And really quick though, tú me entiendes, I wanted to address race.
Hey, Marquise. And on one hand, he wanted you to listen to the Bible, and then on the other hand, he wants you to ignore the Bible.
First of all, when I hear people go, when Jesus said, ye who have not sinned, cast the first stone. I hate when people say that. Why? Because people forget the last part when he told her, sin no more.
Right.
He said, sin no more. They forget that part. They always, people use that part so they can do stuff, and no, people going to talk about you regardless. People going to talk about you regardless. They're going to get you just got to still live your life. But when you're doing stuff that you know you ain't got no business doing, you use that, ye who have not sinned, cast the first stone. So your sin could go unexcusable. Jesus never excused that woman for her sin. He never. He just didn't want her stoned. He never excused her. And he gave her a warning. Mm-hmm. Sin no more. Sin no more. Where we going? These are my confessions. And you need to hear these confessions because you got to see what was pushed all along. And all these I was trying to show y'all this for a couple of days now. These allergies, but you got to see what they was pushing all along. If you didn't believe in none of this, then why are you giving us a whole session about this? Mm-hmm. Like I don't like men, but huh?
Why did you even bring that up? Mm-hmm. In detail, though. And he actually said out of his mouth that trans women are more feminine than women.
I mean, if people think that, knock yourself out.
No way possible. No way.
We know that. But if some feel like that, it's okay. At the end of the day, feminine and real woman are two different things. And I don't mean as far as what you're birthed with. I mean, real women ain't got no time to put makeup on every day. Well, we just ain't got the time. Especially when you got kids. Unless you got a job, you got to be at every day where you have to dress appropriately or you going out. We got PMS, PMD. We got problems, chemical problems. We don't. So if what they call wigs and makeup is feminine, then that's fine with me. Mm-hmm. I will agree. Y'all are more feminine with putting on the makeup and the wigs and stuff. If that's being feminine to you, then that's okay. But when you are feminine, nobody got no time for that. Some days you don't feel like getting out the bed. Shoot. Even when we was young and even our young, in our prime days, everybody cycle is different. I've seen some girls young in a prime when that miss time come, they are crippled. They are crippled, throwing up. Some people throw up. Some people get the shake. Some people get the
I
headache.
had a
Some
friend.
people
She
get
would have to go
diarrhea. Huh?
to the room and she would have to go get shots.
So I don't get where they think that makeup and clothes, makeup, and wigs have anything to do with saying somebody is more feminine. That just means you put makeup on and a wig on. We also don't have the time to be that flamboyant. Exactly. I think you mean that. No, to them it does, Miss Leo. Remember, they don't wear makeup. Yes or no, sir? Make them. Yes. So well, a lot of that has to do with their mothers. Their mothers. All of that was you, yeah. So we can't even say uh um it's an age thing. No, it ain't even an age thing. I seen young girls used to go through it, man. But we still had to go to school. We had to sit up in the classroom like we was ready to die. So some days you ain't feel like speaking, some days you ready to take somebody's head off. So if they figuring that the trans women are more feminine and you think that's what make a woman feminine, knock yourself out. Because they don't know. They don't. How do we expect a man to know? So why are we arguing with them for? They don't know. Of course, you think makeup and perfume and stuff is because that's what's appealing to you. Hey, Nola Bunny, welcome. And that's appealing to you. How we gonna argue with the that's well, we know what real femininity is, and it ain't all baby, it ain't all about that. You could throw whatever you want on.
You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig.
But that's not to take away from anybody who chooses to live that lifestyle. This has nothing to do with your lifestyle. But this has everything to do with how you're portraying our norm. Not our lifestyle, but our normal. And you can't say, oh well, she don't want to get dressed. I don't feel like it. Shit. I don't feel we don't feel like it. How about that? Now catch them on the days when they don't feel like it. A lot of them do walk around looking like Bumpy Johnson. And then when they can't put the makeup and stuff on, Angela, they stay in the house. They don't come out. But catch them on a day when they can't wear makeup, and I guarantee you ain't gonna call them feminine no more.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be like, oh, she said that's you won't be saying that no more.
I got a real good friend that is really good at that makeup and all that. He makeup and dress to the nines, but I'm telling you, on certain days that thing be swinging and ain't no makeup on, sweats on, and all that. I'm like, okay, it's normal. Not normal, but not makeup every day.
But we'll hear this garbage out. Remember, these are
he has more.
These are their confessions.
Oh, not more.
¿Tú me entiendes? Porque a lot of people be like, yo, but you not black, Sean. What you talking about? The black this, the black. You're not black. Why you trying to be black? First of all, I am formless. I am shapeless. I am colorless. I am nothingness. Imagining myself to be something. So yeah, I don't identify with any geographical location, but just to get down where you at, so I can reach you where you at, so you can hear me clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a Dominican neighborhood. That's a fact. Wash Heights.
Hey, Jimmy.
They think they're different from black people. Oye esto. Dominican Republic shares the same landmass
As
with Haiti.
Haiti, yes,
So
yes.
how are you not black?
Mm.
Or maybe you're not the indigenous original inhabitants of that land. Yeah. But at the end of the day, that bloodline is royal. You dig? So yeah, we all come from the melanated god of the planet. We all different shades of brown. And that's how it's going down. So please don't judge anyone because of their race. There is no race, man. We all human beings. What's your nationality, brother? Human, motherfucker. I'm a human being. What are you talking about? Oh, I look different from you, huh?
Oh,
So what does that do? Does that give you the right to judge me?
you don't look
To
different.
have preconceived notions of who and what I am?
No, you look just as black.
Or will you seek to understand?
I understand.
Because love is understanding. So why don't you get to know me?
You still
Get
crazy
to
now.
know me.
Actually, he
'Cause you
sound
don't
more
know me.
sane then than now. He sound crazy now.
So yeah, it's like, don't judge people because of their race. Judge people because of their neuromelanin, because of their actions, because of their character. Because trust me when I tell you, there are beautiful, good white people out there. The white man ain't your enemy. And there are demonic, shadow black people out there. So you got to use discernment. Judge people based off their neuromelanin, their astrological energy, their actions. You know, a lot of people, it's like this, man. People don't listen to what you say, man. They listen to what you do. So what are you doing? Cancer is as cancer does, reflection. ¿Qué es lo que tú estás haciendo? Dime, móntame pila, dime. Te estoy oyendo, dime, dame la luz. Exactly. So how can you judge someone because of how they look or where they come from or how they speak or how they talk or how they walk? These are things they had no control over. Like, you didn't choose to be black.
Hey, Blanchy
You
Poo.
didn't choose to be light skinned.
Hey, Blanchy Poo.
Now what you do choose is if you're a man that want to act like a woman, if you're a woman that want to act like a man, this is the extremisms that I'm talking about. And when it comes to racism, the extremisms in racism is you got the most beautiful blackest people in this world wanting to bleach their skin. Like, what is that? Who taught you to hate yourself? You are beautiful. You do not have to bleach your skin. You see all these Caucasians, they want to lay out in the sun. They want to get suntan. They want to be darker than what they are. That's self-hate, reflection. You know, they want to get suntan. They want to spray tan. They want to go to these suntan salons and create this artificial color. It's like, what? We have to begin loving ourselves, reflection. We have to address these issues, these topics of bisexuality, of religion, of racism, of pedophilia. I mean, what is pedophilia? Who's to say what's inappropriate, what's appropriate? Don't get it twisted. I'm not promoting.
Yeah, you are.
Taking advantage of someone who's innocent.
Yeah,
you know
you are. You just did. You just did.
We can all
You just did.
use our morals that we are governed by.
No,
and
you
our
just
principles
did.
that we live by to judge what is right and what is wrong.
You
I'm not
just
saying
did.
it's okay to
You did say that.
just express your sexual energy on whoever you want whenever you see fit. No. That's not what I'm saying. We
You
must
did
all
say that.
protect our children. At the end of the day, we are all children. But what I am saying is we have to look deeper into the psyche of these people and understand them. We must seek to understand.
No, we
These
don't want
people
to
are sick
understand that.
mentally.
We
We
don't-
must heal
leave-
mentally.
That's what
If
they
your
got
brother's sick,
doctors for.
nigga, you sick.
Mm-mm.
If your brother's gay, nigga, you gay.
Mm-mm.
If your brother's a racist, nigga, you's a racist.
Mm-mm.
If your brother's stuck in religion, nigga, you stuck in religion.
Mm-mm.
We are all one, reflections, and we will not heal until we begin to understand these things. You know, sometimes I feel very passionate about when I speak because it's like, damn, I know exactly what you're going through, bro, and I know it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand that you have the power.
You have to remember these are their confessions. And this is what Nature Boy had them preaching from the beginning. From the beginning. That's why he always touched on them topics. Because they try to make mental people that's mental like him, they try to make it normal. And no, it's not freaking normal. That's why you're mentally sick. What do you need for us to understand? What is there to us to understand them? No, we got to protect ourselves. You can't. I'm not. I'm not going to protect. Oh yeah, he's one of the beginning. He's one of the beginnings. Yes, he is with his confession. So again, we can't protect ourselves and then on top of that get to understand them. We ain't trying to stick around and understand. We trying to protect ourselves. These people is a menace to society. Why do we got to forgive what? They are hurting the community, they're abusing the community, they're terrorizing the community. Y'all making y'all making y'all making whatever child life that could have been normal, y'all now effed up their whole life. From what you're saying, you just effed up their whole life. That's not gonna stick, Angela, because that didn't come from Nature Boy. That did not come from Nature Boy. Nature Boy just regurgitated that from somebody else. That's not nature. That didn't come from Nature Boy. That has been said. That has been said before.
And you have to take action. You can only get what you deserve, what you feel you deserve. So you must know that you deserve more and do more. And don't hate anybody. Listen, reflection. I'm gonna leave you with this, right? Presta atención. Oye lo que te voy a decir. If you transition and transcend this realm with any type of hate in your heart, that is the frequency, that is the vibrational frequency that you will match when you leave this world. So please make sure that your heart is as light as a feather. Don't hate anybody. Seek to understand them. People hate what they don't understand. And fear what they understand something, go deeper into it. You can't run from the pain, go towards it. Maybe we can explain what caused it. Reflection. Love everyone because everyone is you. I love myself. Peace.
We the greatest. Practice what we preach and now we back to nature.
Repent from your ways and go back to nature.
Nature, that's my only hero. Get into my nigga, that's all you. Cause I'm impeccable, speaking the knowledge and rap from it's edible.
Every time I tried to go like deep into it, everything was perfect. Everything was perfect except for this one fact, and I ignored it until it got too big to ignore, and it was like just thrown in my face. And it's like, are you loving yourself? Do you love yourself? And that's what I feel like that relationship was for. Asking me, do you love yourself? Whatever you deal with, whatever ship you get into, whatever relationship you connect to and get on, is asking you if you loving yourself. Or do you love yourself? Because ultimately you showing you yourself, dealing with yourself daily. Do you love yourself? And I was not loving myself because every time I wanted to go deep, that's just is who I am. I want to go deep into love. I'm passionate. I'm intense. Like I'm all for it. I'm all about it. I'm all in. So every time I tried to go deep, it was like a stoppage. She wouldn't let me go past that point. And I kept hitting that wall, kept trying to go deeper, like into any situation. It was like, nah, it was like a shallow relationship as far as me trying to go deep, So ultimately that caused me to just distance myself. And as I'm distancing myself, it's like I was hurting myself, and in hurting myself, I was hurt. And then me being hurt, I went and did something that hurt her. I cheated on her. So it was like, I hurt myself ultimately, but in the first place, I wasn't loving myself. That's the whole matter of the fact that I wasn't loving myself. And it showed me that. And I really grew from that. It made me study myself and really go into what I need in love.
They doing good,
Who
Marquise.
you are and what you truly need in love. A lot of
They doing good, but it don't take away. It do not take away the part he played with Mama Dia. It doesn't take away. And last night, this guy called. That's your boy Nasty Nate, man. Oh, I can't help but no, they doing great. They doing great. He got it. He still got to live what went down. He still got to live with what happened with Mama Dia. He still got to live with that. He still got to live with that. They got 2 kids now. They got 2 kids and they building and everything else. Beautiful kids. But what about your damn sister? Like I could see if his sister his sister is I don't like to say slow, but she's mentally challenged. I don't know what you call them these days, but y'all know what they call them. Yo, you can't even be the brother. Like Nature Boy made y'all so much detached, so much. You can't even go like when you left. He never thought about your face. Probably been the only face that she recognized. Maybe your face was the only face that like made her happy. Remember, she's mentally challenged, and you took her money. Half of that money belonged to her. You maybe is that why you can't face your sister? But yeah, you doing so good and you're moving on. Hey, Lisa, but you have not made amends with God's children. That's a needy child. But now you have 2 children of your own, doing all good, blah, 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 blah. But you got to make amends to your sister because she doesn't understand what's going on. You should have some pictures. It's like, well, we just want to, yeah, people can move away, do you. Everybody, they want to move. But guess what? You still going to be in somebody's government. Still got to follow rules and regulations. Everybody act like everywhere else is better. But they want the Yankee dollar. But they want the Yankee dollar to dry foot. Everybody claim they don't like America, but they want the Yankee dollar. Send us Yankee. We want to live here, but we want the Yankee dollar because they know it's not gonna be easy to find no job. But anywhere you go, it ain't gonna be easy to find no damn job, especially if you don't speak the language. But let's finish listening to his confession.
people don't know. They just in a relationship just to be in a relationship. They in a relationship because she got a fat ass. They in a relationship because she look good. They in a relationship because this crazy stuff.
And how deep you was trying to go?
You gotta
Shit.
really know who you are, what kind of lover you are, and that's what I had to study. And studying that, I'm a deep and passionate and intense lover, and I wasn't getting that. I realized why that relationship didn't work. So now every ship that I hop on,
They in Mexico.
every relationship that I hop on, is taking me somewhere. I gotta ask, what can this relationship offer me? What am I connecting to? What can it offer me? Can it offer me anything? I have to love myself. Is it what I want? Am I settling? You know, so that's really what a relationship is. Getting you from point A to point B. Some people are lost at sea right now on this ship. Just straight lost at sea. And that was one of my attachments for a minute. But I'm glad I learned from it. It took me through a lot and really showed me myself. Everything I did showed me myself. Being in school, that attachment, that was at that point, that showed me myself. And everything that showed me myself, if I tried to ignore it, it was a wall at the end that I had to hit. I just kept hitting. And I didn't know what I was doing wrong, you know? and I wasn't loving myself. Really. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Uh, what my attachments were, how like I let go of all of it. My biggest attachment at that time was my mother. When my mother passed, everything just it's like it opened up to where I had no attachments. And the next thing in line was my relationship, and I was already distancing myself from that. And so that at the time it was just easy to let go of. But it was before that it was very hard because this is someone that I'm thinking is perfect. Like, yo, when you meet a chick when you ain't got to worry about what she look like the next morning, no makeup, no heels, like all natural hair, and she's beautiful. She's just naturally beautiful, and she's smart. But when I raised my level of consciousness, she was stuck because she had these attachments. So me, it's being still attached to her, had those same attachments that she was dealing with. That too said I love myself. She was in school, like, you know, I was in school because of my parents. They pushed me to go in school. As a lot of people, they don't even realize what they in school for. It was like to please my parents. It was like I got to get a job. You know what you got to do, and it's going into this society of just closed-minded people, and it's like being lost, you know. So she had school. She wanted to work. So I'm raising my level of consciousness to where I don't want to work anymore. I always hated school, but I'm hating it even more now. I'm realizing what things are around me, and I remember trying to teach her, and her not wanting to listen. You know. But also I feel like it was my fault because when I'm trying to teach her, it was like it was too forceful. I didn't come in a smart way. You know, I just came straight forward. Like, here's what it is. You know, just try to get with it. And it wasn't flying that way. And again, that ultimately hurt me as well. And it was me showing myself that I don't love myself. That wall once again. So, yeah, that's all. Attachments and relationships.
How I'm upping my lawn game this year. I've been trying to care for my lawn myself, but it's difficult to figure out exactly what it.
As a dermatologist, I know that dark spots are difficult to treat. That's why I would recommend the new Vichy Lift Active B3 Serum for dark spots. It contains a combination of dermatological ingredients with niacinamide, glycolic acid, and tranexamic acid that work together for clinical results to visibly fade dark spots in 8 weeks. Learn more at VichyUSA.com. Vichy, committed to skin health.
Take him out of here also. You knew that man was sick. No, a lot of them is not in Babylon. A lot of them went other places. Some came back to Babylon when they realized, okay, we're not going to stay on their channel, but they do have a channel. People look it up, but it's too much different things coming in the chat, and I can't read it and then answer their questions. I keep throwing me back with Keys and Vibes. We are finished with Keys and Vibes for now, but if you'd like to check out their channel, more than welcome to check out their channel. They're doing basically absolutely nothing, but at that point, until you do right, I really don't. I'm glad they're doing fine, but whoopie do. They're not gonna be able to do that because it didn't happen on U.S. soil. That's the sad thing about it. They did not do it on U.S. soil, and then they did it in Mexico. And her family lives in, I'm not mistaken, Honduras. Her family doesn't really live in the U.S. So, what you looking for? What? For what? Where you at, Phil? No problem, Marquise. There's no problem, but you answered the question. Yeah, they need to get to the bottom. Well, I wish they could get to the bottom of that. We all wish they could, but no. Now, Keno, let's go.
Never brought it up.
That's the only time he could really do something when you speak.
Yeah, exactly. It's just when you get up the next day and you're looking and you see it, I just put two and two together, and I'm not a fucking idiot. So yeah, you know, I didn't like it, and I like to meditate. I meditate every day. He doesn't allow you to meditate. You're not allowed to meditate. So if you're gonna no, but he's not into meditation. Oh, and now that I'm gone, he all of a sudden has videos that you can meditate now. And he doesn't even know. They don't even know how to meditate. Like, what the fuck type of meditation? They're not even meditating. They don't even fucking meditate. They don't even practice meditating. Although there's nothing serious you have to do to actually meditate, as anyone can meditate, but they're not even into it. Exactly, but he's not into it, so they're just taking it to make it when it comes to the whole meditating. They're not into that shit. And
that's what I said on my video. I was like, you know, when you meditate, you're turning an internal clock that's in your body. You know what I'm saying? It's an internal clock that you got to turn before you can restart.
Yeah.
And you got to meditate for half an hour a day.
Yeah.
And
of course. At least.
Yeah. And you say the word rum.
It's start your business time.
Real estate is booming.
I should be booming. It's business time.
So, free yourself from this by going freelance. Get your thing started. LegalZoom. Now you're in business.
True Earth is helping remove plastic waste while keeping your clothes fresh and clean. Founders Ryan, Brad, and Kevin created a laundry detergent unlike anything else available. There is no plastic packaging, and the ingredients are eco-friendly. After realizing the amount of plastic used on nearly every product available, they knew they could do better. They decided to put their entrepreneurial skills and a family friend's patent on an eco-friendly strip to the test. Thinking if 150 people bought it in 30 days, they had a viable product to bring to market. What happened next blew their minds. In the first 30 days, they had 1,500 customers. A few months later, True Earth Eco Strips has grown into a large company with over 100,000 customers in 26 countries. The instructions are simple. Step 1, remove strip from box. Step 2, place strip in washer. Step 3, add clothes. That's it. You've just reduced plastic waste and avoided toxic chemicals while cleaning your clothes. Recently, Dave Asprey, CEO of Bulletproof, said, if everyone switched to eco strips, we could eliminate 1 billion plastic jugs and save truck fuel and CO2 equivalent to taking 27 million cars off the road a day or planting 9 million new trees. I absolutely love True Earth. I love the scent, the ultra-compact size, and the planet-supporting packaging. Clothes are clean and soft and no waste. Lynn G. True Earth Eco Strips are the smartest way to clean laundry. Clean, green, and simple. True Earth. www.true.earth.
Paradises by Melia. Life's happening right now. Embrace it. Embrace a family moment. Paradises by Melia. All-inclusive luxury resorts.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes,
you know, you
yes,
gotta,
yes.
oh man, but this dude, he's been stealing a lot of people's material, and recently, man, he done took some of my stuff and ran off with it, and kind of, and you know, it's funny, like compared to his following, I'm like a nobody. So I don't know.
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I would say that your following is very, very firm. You have very high following.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's just you know,
No
a
doubt.
lot of people, they they hear when you talk about spirituality and things like that, you have to ease people into the information because they hear what you're saying, but they really don't understand what you're saying.
Yep.
You know,
They can't feel it.
yeah. And we could have a deep talk about ankhs and stuff, but nobody really knows what an ankh is, you know. But you know, a lot of people still think an ankh is a cross when it's a key. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we can have these conversations, but you know, you have to ease people into that type of information, and you know, a lot of his information you can tell it's not his.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, on your video, man, you said a lot. Like, you know, you really pieced together what I was saying the whole time, and it's just like you were the person that really put together what I wanted everybody else to see, because I know he's lying to like damn near half the women there.
Of course.
And
of course.
They're
of
feeling
course.
great and all of this stuff about themselves, of stuff that would have happened, you know, would have naturally happened. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But the
First and foremost, with the women there, the it's not optional. I repeat, like, it's not optional for you to say, hey, I want to take my bra off and have my bosoms out. Like, no, and no. On day 2, literally, like that girl there, Phoenix, Spanish girl, she was there for 2 days. 2 days, literally 2 days. And on it was the 3rd day, she had to have her breasts out. Her breast had to be out. So I know something happened. I wasn't there when it happened because there was a lot of dialogue, and I felt energy. I can feel energy. I'm an empath. Like, I felt the energy, the difference. It was a lot of energy shifts, and I was just like, oh, what's going on around here? And then the next day, she was just another girl. She was a brand new girl, and she had her titties out, and I was just like, oh, well, what the fuck happened? You know, you were just so shy just yesterday, and you wasn't into that, and then now you're all into it. What the fuck did I miss? You know, it's just too much shit happens that I be missing. You know, because I don't always be around them. Like, because I don't like to be around people all my life. Like, they're always around each other all day, every day. I can't do that. It annoys me to be around people all day, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. Like, get the fuck away from me. I need some me time, type of a thing. Like, come on now.
You need some alone time too.
Hell yeah! It's like you take. Thank you. Straight up. It's during the alone time when I get that's when experience happens. I go through something. That's when a divine situation happens. It's when I'm by myself. It's not when I'm with people. I'm always by myself.
But that's when you truly get to reflect.
Damn right. Straight up. Because you have no influence. You have no external influences. And if it is external influence, it's divine.
Yeah. Shoot, I was saying out there, like, when I saw all the pictures and stuff that they were taking, I was like, man, these girls
taking
are
it to
there.
make it.
Yeah, I was like, man, these girls are out there fucking, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I said it on the show. I was like, man, they out there probably having some wild ass orgasms. thinking that they're getting spiritually in touch with themselves.
Hey, Jim. What's up?
I made an assumption. I don't know if this is true or not, and I don't, maybe you can piece this together. One assumption that I did make is that some type of relationships are going to happen out there, and it's going to be the downfall for a lot of different things that's going on out there. Like somebody's heart is going to get wrapped up into something, because you can't have all of these younger group of people all together. No one's not sleeping with each other and catching feelings and doing stuff. Not in the prime of their life.
Yep. You're absolutely right. And the thing is, allegedly, that's all I can say. Allegedly, that thing there, he's supposed to be the only one who has dibs on all the women, first and foremost. So although for the show, he's telling you that pretty beautiful Spanish girl is Phoenix Direct, or that plump red skin girl is Almex Direct, or if anybody else is there with another guy, they're direct. Bull fucking shit. No guys can have sex with any girls there, and that's plain and simple. Plain and simple. He is the one alpha, only one alpha that can have sex with the girls there, and all of the girls are there only for him.
And I felt that too, because it's funny. He felt, and I said it too. It's gonna take a male to expose all of this, because by nature, we're men. Like we're not gonna really follow behind somebody. You know what I'm saying? I said women are gonna be more subject to follow behind somebody, because to a certain degree in their nature, they created men to dominate them and teach them. You know what I'm saying? To teach them to be better women. And we like, man, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm not her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit down. And it's good that you do that, because like when we talk about nature, for the sake of nature, you have, say, a pride of lions, and at some point, the lion, a baby lion that's male, gets strong, and he sees something, and he's like, hold on, no, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? And he speaks up, and then the leader of that pride, I'm using this all as a metaphor, and I know you get what I'm saying, but to the listeners, because I don't know who's slow and who's not, but we're that lion will be like, no, and he will try the male lion in the pride. But at the same time, what's going on here is where it's like the pride leader is not even preaching his own philosophy. He's preaching used philosophy that you can just Google search. Philosophy that is 2 clicks away on your cell phone if you seek it out. And I just found that I found that weird. A lot of those ladies out there, man, you gotta understand, man, y'all are victims, because when this shit fall apart,
and it will,
it's gonna fall apart. And I think this is the downfall, man. He took some of my material, man. And I'm like, damn, bro, the game was so good, you had to run off with it, like, and put your own spin on.
Yo, let me tell you, I was going over your material last night as I was listening to it. I just want to say I heard Nature Boy. It was just like I was listening to him.
Yeah.
So that's exactly how I can sit here and testify and corroborate that is exactly what he is doing. And this isn't the first time that I said that, though. I already exposed him saying that what he is doing is staying on his little MacBook Pro in his little room, in his little box inside of a box that he tried to tell you to get away from, but he's still inside of one. And he's always when he tells you have to go to sleep, he's always up. That motherfucker never sleeps. He's always up. He never sleeps. I'm telling you, he's always up. Like the scam guy never sleeps. He always has alerts going on. And he's cramming all of this information in, and then the next day when we're waking up, he looks like he ain't got no sleep. And he's like, download, come on, we gotta meet.
You know what's funny? And you imitate him.
Damn sleep.
You imitate him so well.
Cause see, I can still hear him in my damn head. Like I can still hear him in my head.
No, man, dude, you are spot on, man. You take the words out of my mouth and say them. It's like, damn. No, man, but you're so right though. But because he contradicts himself a lot. Because see, this is the thing. When I called into his live stream, he was talking real heavy about Christ consciousness. Now, I'm gonna share a book with you guys, which I'm gonna share with you directly though. You know, it's a couple books that I want you to take a look at, you know, and it'll piece together a lot of, you know, consciousness, you know. It'll resonate with what you already know, but it'll
Hey, Chris,
because it's on a level that
hey, my baby,
understand it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about deep consciousness to the average person. They're like, okay, we're talking about some ultra spiritual shit, but you know what to look for when you talk about ultra spiritual stuff. Because we're gonna get to a spiritual segment, by the way, y'all. But he was talking about Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is what's called, it's just like, it's used in a spiritual term, but it still relates back to Christianity. See what I'm saying? And when you talk about Christ consciousness, you're talking about Jesus Christ's interpretation of enlightenment. See what I'm saying? Because Jesus said, see, one part that they always forget to tell people is that Jesus, if you want to call him that, because you know the J is actually new in the English dialect. If you want to be technical, his real name is Yeshua, but Jesus, Jesus, you know, you gotta say shit in a foreign tongue. But Jesus said, "What I'm doing." Other breath, you're saying, you know, she is the mother of all and the creator of all. Like you're not, your information is all over the place. Like which is it? And then he says, "You're God," and then you know, like, dude, which is it? Which is it? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And one thing, and we'll talk about this like further on. One thing I discussed earlier, like I was saying, you know, the term, you know, reflection is used in so many different terms. You know what I'm saying? And as women, like I said, ladies, you guys are like mirrors. You understand what I'm saying? And the guys like the image, and you know, we give you guys the image to reflect. You know, when you give a woman something, she makes it 10 times more. She makes it much better. As a guy, we're really frivolous. You know, we have seeds, but when you give a woman this seed, she can reflect a testament of what both of you guys have, which is a child. And it's a mathematical equation. She puts it all together, and the soul, you know, comes into the mix and everything when the embryo goes from a zygote, and you know, the whole creation process. You know, her body does this. He was talking about, and he switched the words around because see, a lot of these religious simps, what they do is they cater to women a lot. They kind of go out of their way to over cater to women. So he was saying, you know, male, female, and he was like earlier, like how they trick you because, you know, female, that you're just a part of a male and all this other stuff. It's like, no, it's not like that. Maybe some terms they did do that. You know, understand what I'm saying? But when they say womb man or woman, they really mean womb man. A man with a womb. You understand what I'm saying? It has a whole different term to it, and he kind of puts a spin on it. I think he does this to keep those women with him. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women out here that's quote unquote in Babylon are indoctrinated to think that everything's about them. To think, you know, and I want to preach the importance of manhood and everything, because it's really important as a woman to understand man, because man is your creation. Man is their creation.
Absolutely.
And you need to understand the nature of the art that you created. And this is something that he can't tell you. This is something that he has to come on my show and bite the information off my show and run off with the game.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I got
Yes.
hella game. I got juice. You know what I'm saying? And I learned it. You know.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But for this one, is like how long is he going to go on like that? You know, how it's only but so long he can continue in such of a nature before this shit is then it's only but so long you can continue stealing people's information and I apologize because information can never be owned by any human being.
And you brought that up in your and that was so true. And can you expound upon that?
You know, expanding on that, I recently learned that information literally is in it. It's exactly what it is called. It's in formation. So the formation literally was pre-programmed inside of you. Divine, sacred intelligence, wisdom, and knowledge is internal, which means that we do know everything, but yet we know nothing because based on our ascension, we forgot every fucking thing that we're coming to our remembering, just remembering everything all over again. Once we come to our remembering, when we hear things, when we come across information, the information is already inside of us. So when we come across formation and we resonate with it, it's internal. It sparks a oomph inside of us. We're like, oh yes, I remember. It's bringing you back to memorization, your memory. You're recollecting your prior memory. That's the only fucking reason you resonated with the message or with the statement or with the comment or with the whatever it is that you just intook, you know, because it just boosted your information. It just boosted your level of consciousness, your level of awareness. But you already knew it, though. You already knew everything.
It just had to be uncovered.
Absolutely. But still, when people... Like I pay homage. So if you teach me to like, see, brother, I'm learning a lot from you already. Being what I ever learned from you, I will speak it. Like even when all the shit I learned from Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, I speak it in my videos. I'm not just gonna speak everybody shit that I learned from people and be like, oh yeah, it's just me. You know, I did that and take the credit. Like no, that's not good. You know, that's bringing bad karma onto.
Four more lights. We got 4 people in here can give us 4 lights.
So that we can become one with all that is. There are so many of you, Mr. Bishop. There's so many of you. There's so many nature boys out here that is joining the World Wide Web, wants to start a YouTube channel and thinking, though as if they know everything, though as if they know it all, and they can teach it all, though as if they have found the way of life, and they have made it through life. And so they are teaching us, right? They're teaching us what it is that they have experienced along their journey, though as if their experience is a means to an end, though as if their lifestyle will help well, every one of us out. My dear beloved ones, I almost guarantee you, you have been put here, I have been put here for me, each and every single one of us has been put here for self. This is a selfless battle, my dear beloved ones. Your journey, Mr. Bishop, and your experience and everything that which you have been chosen to experience, to tap upon into along your journey, my dear beloved ones, was was your choice. So this snake dog does not have the same heart. What happens to you may well not happen to me. What happens to me may well not happen to you, and so on and so forth. Do you feel that? What is happening to you is because you have picked and chosen to allow that to happen to you. You have picked and chosen to invite those energies in. And not only invite those energies in, but you have picked and chosen to maintain those energies around you, Mr. Bishop. You must become extremely responsible. That is responding upon into your very own abilities, my dear beloved ones. Become responsible for your very own actions. Become responsible for the choices that which you render service upon ever so daily along your journey. And the repercussions based upon into the choices that which you have been chosen to make internally within your very own self and yourself. When you make a video out here and you upload it to the World Wide Web and you want to talk about people, especially me, motherfucker, you will get a response.
I'm on mute. Like I said, there's way more to that video, and I'm gonna try to find it for you guys. I'm gonna try to find it.
That's deep.
I don't know how y'all don't remember that one, but I know for a fact. I know for.
This is at the time, I would say the youngest one was maybe 9 or 10, and the oldest one was probably like 13. And your age was again? 24, 25. 24. Yep. And I used to come to my
That's how we related.
Spend the night, kick it, watch movies, drink and whatnot. And at the time, I was a heavy drinker. I would drink to the point of blacking out. Not all the time, but there would be times where I would drink and I not remember fully what happened the night before. And
so he was abusing alcohol?
Absolutely, to the fullest extent. Okay. And I remember one night I had woke up the next AM, and I remember going into my Babylon sister's room, and I remember going in there. And what were you going in there for? I was going in there to see if they were asleep. I heard the TV was on, and it was late, and I went in there to see if they were asleep. Do you usually go in their room? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't nothing abnormal for me to go in their room. You know, I'm their brother, so Babylon brother. And I went in there. I remember going in there, and then the next AM, I don't know why I thought that was possible, but I did have the thought. I was like, because I know it would be times where I would get drunk and people were like, yo, you was wilding last night, and I couldn't put it past myself to say that I don't remember what I did the night before. That's happened to me before. And I had the thought. I was like, could I have done that to my sisters? I had the thought.
What made you think that?
I'm not. That's the thing. You
woke up in their room?
No. I woke up on the sofa where I usually sleep at, in the living room. I didn't wake up in their room or nothing like that.
So wait, what would give you the thought? Why would you have the thought? I'm not understanding.
I'm not sure why I would have had that thought, but I thought about it. I thought, was that something that I could have done?
So if you didn't know you did it and you had no notion you did it, why even bring it up?
I'm not. When I was talking to a reflection yesterday, and I know that I was at a very low point in my life, and I wanted to die. And what I came to the conclusion of, I thought I was thinking on that manner as a reason to go forth with a suicide. That's what I think was the driving force.
So you have no recollection or memory of, and remember, you're being recorded right now in a Akashic record. So this day is being recorded. So at the end of your life, this will play back. This is your moment to confess. This is your moment to come clean. This is your moment to say, hey, I told the truth. It's out there. So you can't lie to me. Right. You can't lie to anyone. You can't lie to yourself. So here's your moment to just let it all out. And once you did, you could totally be real right here because you know you're going to be recorded. Right. I'm not talking about these cameras. I'm talking about life. When you die, your life will play back to you. In this moment, you had your opportunity to come clean. Right. If you did anything. And so, just to reiterate, Did you touch your sisters? You have any recollection of touching your sisters at all?
No.
You don't? No. Okay. So you, why did you have those thoughts?
That's the part. I think it was in alignment with the way my life was going at that time. I was really depressed. During that time, I was considering suicide as well.
Why? What?
Because of the lifestyle I was living. I was in the military. I didn't want to be there, and I was using it as a means of.
Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm sad. Let me go check this chick out. This is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
This is a true story. You can't make this up.
What's that?
You know I'm on it. I'm on it.
Like the Green Hornet.
Listen.
Been in for 3 or 4 years.
No, this ain't bingo.
You know, you have a contract, so you can't just get out the military when you want to. So I was going through this phase of being depressed because I felt like I got myself in a situation that I couldn't get out of.
No problem.
And I was supplementing that fact with alcohol, cigarettes, and other drugs.
Right. So okay. So all right. So so you came here and you might have heard confessions from other people that had, you know, their own things that's going on sexually within their life. Maybe they were touched. Maybe they were, you know, most of us have had some kind of abuse. You see what I'm saying? They come from broken backgrounds. And did you feel left out? And that's why you maybe said that? Like,
yeah. I watched you say things that most people don't even have the courage to say. And I was like, okay, well, this is a part of the journey. So I have to talk about things that I know that I wasn't readily able to talk about in Babylon. I chose not to talk about it. It was 5 things. It was did I possibly have touched my Babylon sisters? That was 1. Liking transsexual porn, attempting suicide at one point. 2 women getting an abortion. At least they said they got an abortion at that time. Just things that I know I never talked about. And the 5th one was, I'm not even sure what the 5th one was.
Those were the main ones.
Those were the main 4.
Sounds like 4. Okay. So with that being stated, you therefore came out and said that, and now what? Now you said that. Did I? And I don't know. And you said that your sister had came in your life.
That video
you can't I did another video. And when I had first left Babylon, she was hitting me up all the time, trying to see where I was at, you know, what happened, what's going on. And I ignored her because I felt like this was a part of myself that wouldn't understand my journey. And I chose not to speak with my Babylon family. I did it to everyone. I didn't talk to none of them. And she actually came in one of my live videos while I was talking about it, because a demon had said something about the video I did prior to. And she said clearly in the comments, she's like, nothing like that ever happened. You're not like that. You're not that type of person. And she even mentioned.
So she confirmed that nothing happened.
Right.
So nothing happened, dude.
Right.
Nothing happened. But you are feeling the shadows, should I say? You're feeling the shadows and the pedophile.
Sweet.
Y'all have to remember.
Oh my God.
This came after the. No. Even though nature not had them, I hate to say this. Y'all can crucify me later. But at least he got them nutcases off the street. Because these people was roaming the street. And then I ain't gonna say the cousin name. Ain't that some shit?
Now they got to live up to it.
Yeah, I already did this on.
She ain't shut up. Can't shut this girl up.
I cut her off already because that's disturbing my show.
You gotta look at it like that.
Yeah.
People do whatever they want to do. Yeah, but I gotta find that one.
I'll play it.
But in between that time, we're gonna watch another confession.
Just for For those that missed it, I played.
Mute that boss lady.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna find another confession. Let's keep these confessions going.
I was just making sure she didn't say nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Put the charger on this shit. Oh, let's go reflections. Let's go. Let me know if y'all can hear me though. So I'm about to put these headphones in. Honey in the building. Dot in the building. Alright, bet. What I wanted to talk about was, right? Like, I already did this video type shit, but what I wanted to talk about was like what's concealed cannot be healed type shit. You feel me? So it's like you can't hold shit in. You can't hold shit into your psyche because it's always gonna play out. It's always gonna play out into your reality, you know. So that's why you gotta be authentic in whatever you do. Nah. I woke up. You feel me? I woke up. But peep though, share this video. I'm about to share with y'all some shit. Hey, it's good. But yeah, so what's concealed cannot be healed. So with that being said, right? You can't hold shit in. You can't hold shit into your psyche because like no matter what, it's always gonna play out into your reality. So it's like if something happened to you in the past, or some shit, it's gonna what's the name? Hold on, I'm gonna take questions after. When you hold shit in, it plays out into your reality no matter what. So this is why you gotta shine your light, you know? You have to do these things and shit. So with that being said, like I'm about to just tackle some like sex demons and shit. I already did this on IG and shit. Peace, Jay. I already did this on IG and shit, but I just got the Facebook app back type shit, and I ain't get to I just got the Facebook app back, and I ain't get to fucking do this on Facebook Live. So I'm not just doing it for y'all for the one time and shit, you know. All right, so let me just start. Let me just go in. So basically, right? So when I mean sex demons, I mean like any sexual traumas that you've been through in the past. You just let those out. I have to share that with y'all right now. Right? So basically, right? So peace to train. Alright, right. So when I was seven type shit, like around 7, 8, or 9. I remember like this is like my first sexual experience, right? I remember me and my cousin, I ain't gonna say their name, but me and my cousin type shit, like we had sex, right? Right? Like we fucking, like I remember he took me into the kitchen type shit, and I remember fucking like we just start humping. Facts, me and my boy cousin. Right? So me and my boy cousin start humping.
Ma'am.
I'm like 7, he like 12 or some shit. He like, yeah, he around then, right? So we start humping and shit. Next thing you know, it's like his pants down and shit. And what's the name? Like I started giving him head and shit. And fucking.
What he know
right?
about the age?
Exactly.
Nah, yeah,
exactly.
bro.
I was gonna pause it.
So
How would you even know when a boy pulled down his pants? How would you? How? First of all, oh my God! I thought these are their confessions. We have to see how sick these people were before they went. That's why they all got together. Stop feeling sorry for these people or they brain. No. Even though nature not had them, I mean, I hate to say this. Y'all can crucify me later. But at least he got them nutcases off the street. Because these people was roaming the street. And then I ain't gonna say the cousin name. Ain't that some shit?
Now they got to live. Now they got to live up with his. Ooh, Lord.
These are their confessions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, right, Dante. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Umi. Hey, sweet pea. Mm-hmm. Woo. Sometimes when they start talking like that, I have to stop. Because I don't want y'all to ingest so much of that negative energy. So that's why I stop, even though I have to talk anyway. And sometimes I just have to stop, get you a chance to breathe, woosah, and then we get back into it. Hey, love, how you doing? That's why you gotta watch your kids, boy. You gotta watch your kids.
Okay.
And then people are like, I don't trust my family. Like I said, you gotta watch your kids.
But me and my cousin type shit, like we had sex, right? Like we fucking, like I remember he took me into the kitchen type shit, and I remember fucking like we just start humping. Facts, me and my boy cousin, right? So me and my boy cousin start humping. I'm like 7, he like 12 or some shit. He like, yeah, he around then, right? So we start humping and shit. Next thing you know, it's like his pants down and shit. And what's the name? Like I started giving him head and shit. And fucking, right? Nah, yeah, bro. So boom, right? So that happened. So that's happening in the kitchen and shit. And then next thing you know, after that, like pull my pants down and shit. And then like we start having sex. We start having sex and shit in the kitchen and shit. This one I'm like 7. Yeah, this one I'm like 7 and shit. This one I'm like 7. So it's like young shit, right? So we start having sex, and then he pulled his pants down. He was like, "Yo, like stick it in." So I start fucking him, and then he gave me head and shit. So it was like that moment. So
Did y'all give head? Did y'all give cabbage? Exactly, Nubian. Did y'all give cabbage, or did y'all penetrate? Was it just lettuce and tomatoes and cabbage?
You said they did it all.
Oh.
Yeah, neck bones. Yeah, neck bones with it.
Woo sign. And then she hit it on the head. Blanche said he talking like this issue regular. Eggs. That's what I was thinking in my head, Blanchy Pooh. Blanchy Pooh, that's why I just was saying he talking like this shit regular. And then, like I ain't gonna say this now, like we still cool, right? You know what I'm saying? You like, what?
Yeah, he looked so dirty. He looked like he was sweating and the sun dried all the sweat up on him. He just looked
bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds like it all. Blanchy Pooh. Like, well, it's a regular thing. And we did it. Then he turned around, he flipped, then he did me. I'm like, what they do this stuff?
I'm like, yeah, I was 7.
He was 12. So I just flipped. I didn't even know thing can do them type of things at 7. I'm just saying. We gotta do some research on that.
How much of a ping did he have at 7?
and where you not 7 how to work the mouth? Like, did you say pretend it's a lollipop? Like
yeah, what did he
you
know
have to help us out here. Come put
he
the air
didn't say he
conditioner
told
off.
him how to do it. He said he just did it. He didn't say he told him or nothing.
Like, did you get coerced in this? I mean, how does this just happen? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How does this just happen? Ooh, I eat some of my. I got my grapefruit juice. But I got my gummies. I need my gummies for this. So if y'all hear my stuff rattling, it's me this time.
Yeah, Kiki, that's what's been the first time.
Dante says, I carefully listened to his words. He was the oldest. He was lying about the age because he didn't want to take responsibility. Yeah, I think he was older child, not the younger. This wasn't the first time. Sounds like some other stuff. That Blanchy Pool. Woo, son. Man, they talking like this. This is regular. Yo, you nailed that one, Blanchy Pool. But these are their confessions. I'm gonna try to find Keno's full confession. I have to go through my old videos, but I would definitely try to find it.
That man look
I have it. Talking about he's back home. No, but you ain't back home. You done told the whole goddamn world me and you schooled and shit. No, you can't come back here. Because he may not mention the name, but the cousin, if it's the cousins know who we're doing it, but let's carry on.
Sex and shit in the kitchen and shit. This one I'm like 7. Yeah, this one I'm like 7 and shit. This one I'm like 7. So this is like young shit, right?
No.
So we start having sex, and then he pulled his pants down. He was like, "Yo, like stick it in." So I start fucking him.
Huh?
And then he gave me head and shit. So it was like that moment when I was young type shit. It just made me think. I never like after that shit. Like basically, yeah, because we were always like not always. It was just that one time. So that one time, yeah, we was just in the kitchen. We was humping and shit. And that led to me giving him head. And like he fucked me. And then I had sex with him too. So after that shit, like my mom at the time, my Babylon mom type shit, she was just like, she's like, yo, like, what's up? Because I went in the bathroom right after type shit, just to like check myself. Like my shit was leaking type shit.
Leaking at 7?
My shit was leaking. And then fucking and then yeah, so she was like, yo, what's up? Like, what's wrong with you? I said nothing. Like, I could have told her right there type shit that like I just did some shit, but that shit I ain't told her.
Hold up.
So yeah, so that happened when I was like 7. And that shit, like I always put
hold up. It was leaking. Your mother saw something leaking. What the hell was leaking at 7 years old that your mother started coming to you going, but I didn't tell her. So
and she didn't get it checked out.
First, they in the kitchen, so that must mean nobody's home. But then she's home. You're confusing us with the story. Is she's home? Yeah, even Corpy said, come on, man. Yes. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on. First, after you finish, I mean, he all over the damn place. He's all over the place. How would you know your thing is leaking if you put your pants up? Like she saw the wetness in your pants, so she's not
in the bathroom.
Yeah, but he was saying that she noticed something was leaking, but he didn't tell her. But I'm thinking if he in the bathroom, or even at that age, if something wet on a boy's pants, you would never think that is that. You would think that is water or something, or you in the bathroom. Why would she come to you saying what happened? Rah, 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 unless you didn't have your pants. Was your pants still down or what?
I think he meant his booty hole was leaking.
I have no idea.
That's what it sounds like.
And that's what
I said, Blanche.
Yeah, Blanche was saying what she's saying. But even then, you would think that he had diarrhea or something. You still would not think from a 7-year-old that it got busted in or something like that. He didn't say he was in pain, and you know what I'm saying? If your thing got bust open, you feel that. So he went to the bathroom, cleaned himself up like it wasn't nothing. Exactly, Kiki. It was said already, but I still have to break it down for people who don't know how to do ad and stuff. His story don't add up. I think he did things. Exactly, Nubian. Exactly. What?
Put that shit behind me type shit. Like I always was like I just never really thought about that shit, you know. Like I just put it deep down into my psyche, and I was just like I just never really dealt with it, you know. Because that's just the type of person I am. Like I'm not really like emotional. So when shit like that happened, yeah. So when shit like that happened, it was just like damn. Like I ain't just like we never talked about it. Me and my cousin that did it, like we never talked about it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking years go on and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking like I just never really thought about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So fucking so boom. So that shit happened. Yeah, that shit happened when I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking so that shit happened when I was 7. And then now like that shit just made me always thinking shit. Like I remember one time, I ain't gonna say nobody's name and shit, but I remember one time like fucking this one dude that used to stay in my apartment building. Like he was younger than me type shit. He used to sleep over all the time type shit. And I remember one time my brother caught me and him humping and shit. Like we was humping. He's like, yo, what the fuck? My brother was mad and shit. But it was just like I was young. I was young as fuck at the time. I was young. So I was just like experimenting type shit. And it was just like
you experimented already.
It's just what I was doing, you know? And then fucking so my brother caught me and old boy humping. Like cause he used to spend the night all the time and shit. Cause like I think he had like problems in his home, so he used to come over and shit.
What more problems?
So fucking yeah. So we got caught humping, and then fucking the next AM, the next rising, my fucking Babylon pops fucking walked in type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like he walked in, he woke me up with a bat and shit. He was like, yo, like we go out to eat and shit. And I remember him and my mom's. My mom's just telling me like, yo, like you can't do that. Like you can't be like boys don't do that to each other and shit. Like boys don't do that to each other and shit. And stuff. I'm not gay though. Like I'm not just to get that clear type shit. Like I'm heterosexual. But I'm just letting y'all know my experiences so it can inspire somebody else to share their experiences, you know? It's all about healing. So fast forward, that shit led to just thoughts, just like homosexual thoughts and shit, you know, that shit just was just on some weird shit. I used to always just think some weird shit here and there. And then fucking I remember, so this carried on till I was like it ain't carry on. Like this is just what thoughts that's going on. So boom.
It carried
so now
on.
There's another story. Right? But I'm gonna answer questions after. But this leads to another story. So I used to stay at my aunt's crib.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt's crib, like over the summers and shit like that. And I remember like Like everybody know how this shit go. Like with your cousins type shit. And fuck.
Everybody don't know how that shit go. I don't fuck you talking about. Part my French. But everybody don't. Nobody don't know how that goes. We don't know how that goes. We don't know how that go. That's how your family get down. That's your family. Nicole, you gonna hear me true? Look, listen, Nicole, listen. Now, run tell that, Nicole. Run tell that. Nick. I'm telling you, people need to go seek a healing. I could just eat something sweet. I feel just as good. Hey, NFO. Hey, baby. I could eat something sweet and everything go right away. Give me some ice cream or apple. I love my gummies and my grapefruit juice. That's what I need. I love my ruby red grapefruit juice. What she say?
Right, you gotta go in the closet.
Oh my gosh, Carl, don't let her in the closet. Download them popsicles. No wonder why they worship Nature Boy, because he told them, what he did was okay. And don't forget, guys, if you haven't hit the like button. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Remember, we all are family, and sometimes, it's always, majority of the time, it's peaceful on here. But sometimes we got little issues. But I did it in a woman way and I'm going to talk to her as a woman. Because I don't do stuff on internet. I'm going to reach out to her. She's in my part of town. Don't worry about it. She's in my part of town. We will link up and we will talk like women. Okay. Oh, yeah. Ms. Rod is doing a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. If you are not subscribed to Miss Rod, subscribe to us. She's trying to get 3,000. When she get to 3,000, she will do a giveaway. And y'all know for a fact that lady goes shopping. Y'all know she don't do nothing else. She shops. And don't forget, next month, I will be doing a giveaway. But I'm only doing a giveaway from Miss Leo's, Miss Kruger stuff. I will show you her work. And she will let you know I'm going to get it because that's my thanks. But that's only for my members. I have to show them special. That's only for the members. If you would like to be a member of the channel, be a member of the channel. Like to support the channel, support the coffee fund, support the coffee fund. But that's only for the people in the green. I'm doing a giveaway because I have to do them first. And that will be next month. Okay? I need about if we could get some people to click on to Ms. Rod, press a 1. Press a 1 if you don't have Miss Rod. Well, every time I mention Miss Rod and Miss Leo, then they pop in after these confessions.
Miss Leo be in the bushes.
Before we finish these confessions, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go quickly over Miss Leo's stuff. You get an idea of what you will be winning. And also, you can purchase some stuff from Miss Leo. She's a business and she's professional. So, let me just show you her stuff real quick. She says she's working. Because you do everything by hand, so I know you be working. Oh my goodness, look at this little thing. She got this onesie. It's so cute. Oh, I gotta let y'all see. I gotta let y'all see. It's so adorable. I'm gonna stop this so we can get out of his confessions for 1 second. Then we're gonna hear some more of these confessions. Just when I thought I said it all. Just when I thought she said I said it all. These are their confessions. That would be next month. This is Frazier Signature Creations. Look at this onesie. Look at it. Isn't this the cutest onesie? Can you imagine? Like somebody's born, a baby's born, and you don't make it to the baby shower, but you see the baby after it's born, and you could put something cute like that on a onesie. That is so cute. But that's a Coco Melon. I just started watching that. Not me, but my great nephews. I just started watching these things. Remember, if you could think about it, she would do it. She does all of this. She does. I'm going through it really fast. Super Dad Father Day is coming up. We got pillows, blankets, shirts, sweaters, mugs. Ms. Leah, did you get that email that I sent you? There were 2 emails that I sent you. Get your father a cup or a shirt. Super Dad. The link is in the chat. The link, she does phone cases. Pick any phone case that you want. Pictures, like that. That's all handmade, guys. That's all handmade. All handmade. Is if y'all would like to purchase, the mugs could be whatever you want it. That's how they want. She does buttons, pictures on phone cap, which I think that's like so cute. And if you change your phone, she'll change it. Oh, she got the chains that it goes around. Send her 2 pictures. It will be in a necklace. It's a rotating necklace. Okay? If you're interested in getting something, that's personalized, check out Ms. Leo. Ms. Leo, keep dropping your link in there so the people can see your stuff. And Ms. Rod, drop your link in there so we can get you to this, because I'm maybe one of the lucky winners for your 3,000 subscriber giveaway. But that's what we're doing. Now let's get back to these confessions. Just when I thought I could say all I could say, Nature Boy got you saying more. But these are their confessions. That's these disgusting things. Yeah, y'all put in the link, whatever y'all need to put in the link. Okay, we need 9 more people. If you're here, subscribe to Ms. Rod, click on the link. Subscribe to Ms. Rod and click on the bell. I gotta see where this confession is at. Oh, let's go. Oh, I meant to put up the famous thing, which I should have put up from the beginning, but Horse Lady don't be reminding me. Some viewers may find I have to put a warning there. Okay. I'll be slow, but y'all catch on.
I'm in shock.
So, Umi, if you don't got Ms. Rod, get Ms. Rod. Everybody get her. And then I guess she's going to do, I don't know how she's going to do her giveaway, but mine's just the people in the green. I'm going to put the wheel. I'm going to ask Bella Beauty how she does that, and let the wheel spin, and whatever name come up, the name come up. I'm not picking nothing out, no hat or nothing. It's going to be done right here in y'all faces. But You can only and the good thing about purchasing from Miss Frazier, guess what? You can get what you want. It's a personalized gift from me to you.
And like I used to like hump on my cousins and shit.
Yeah, everybody don't know this shit.
To like just thoughts, just like homosexual thoughts and shit. You know, that shit just
no, we don't know.
Just on some weird shit. I used to always just think some weird shit here and there. And then fucking I remember, so this carried on till I was like it didn't carry on. Like this just was thoughts that was going on. So boom. So now there's another story. Right? Hold on, I'm gonna answer questions after. But now this leads to another story. So I used to stay at my aunt's crib, like over the summers and shit like that. And I remember like everybody know how this shit goes.
No, everybody don't know how that go, number one. And now you see why they don't want to leave Nature Boy ass, because who the hell want they sick ass back in their house? People talking about, let them get unbrainwashed and come on back to no, stay your ass, start your own tribe and stay your ass over there.
Like with your cousins type shit?
Mm-mm.
And fucking like I used to like hump on my cousins and shit.
Mm-mm.
You feel me? I used to like hump on my cousins and shit. I used to like fucking, like we would just have hump sessions. Not really even humping. Yeah, it was really hump sessions and shit. Right? So fucking, so it was two girl cousins. It was two girl cousins and one boy cousin. Right? At the time, how old am I? I'm like 13, 14 type shit. I'm like 13, 14.
All right, love, I'm gonna check.
So we just having like humping sessions.
I'd rather give you my money.
And so I just remember like
I saw it, but I'd rather give you my money. I'd rather give you my money.
Like with the girl cousin, so one of the girl cousins was the same age as me. And like we used to hump and shit, but it wasn't like serious. Like that shit died off type shit, right? That shit died off. And then me and the boy cousin used to hump type shit. And that was just like, we was just experimenting type shit, you feel me? Like, we was just experimenting, all types of shit. And fucking, with the oldest.
What are you experimenting? You've been doing this since you was 7 years old. You experienced it already. So what are you experimenting? You did it already at 7. Well, let's go.
Cousin, no. Like this is the shit that always got to my shit, right? This is the shit that always got to me. So me and the boy cousin used to like play fight with the oldest cousin type shit. But she was like a couple years older than me. If I'm like 14, she's probably like 17, you know? Right? So I remember I remember one time, right?
Get your memories correct.
I remember one time type shit.
Yeah, hump
I remember
sessions.
one time like we was just play fighting with her. And we was like pillow fighting, quote unquote. And it was just like she pretended like niggas put the pillow over her face for like 5 seconds. And she had pretended to like pass out type shit. She pretended to pass out. Then when she pretended to pass out and shit, like we used to just fuck with her type shit. Like we used to like just hump on her, put her panties down and shit.
Wow.
Like we used to play with her shit. We used to play with her coochie and shit. So yeah, so then eventually like the youngest cousin, the boy cousin, like he stopped doing it with me type shit. But then this one it started getting like crazy because it's like it will be nights where it's just me and her now. Where it's just me and the oldest cousin. And we used to just have like sessions type shit. Like I would go into her room and she'll pretend to be asleep type shit. She'll be pretend to be asleep because my aunt went to work at night type shit. She went to work at night. Yeah, she went to work at night, and my uncle at the time, he fucking and he would just go out. He would just go out and do his thing. So it would be like no adults in the crib. There would be no adults in the crib. So she was just like she was just like she used to just pretend to be asleep. And I used to just creep in the room type shit. I used to just creep in the room and I used to just fuck. Like, we used to just fuck type shit. Like, cousins.
Oh
cousin
my God.
I used to fuck. And I was like 14. She was like 17. Yeah, she was like 3-4 years older than me at the time. So like that went on from like for like 2 summers type shit.
Two
I
whole
used to
summers.
always come over every summer and just spend the night there type shit. And that shit just and fucking and yeah, so it'd be like this, right? It'd be like this, like she'll be just in a room chilling, right? And it'd be late night type shit. And I'll walk past the room to let her know, like it's like on some like body language shit. I'll just walk in the room, show my face, just to let her know, like, yeah, like it's late night, like what's up? And then fucking that next thing you know, not even like 5 minutes later, she knocked out. And she knocked out type shit. And I remember just going in a room. I remember just going in a room type shit. I remember just going in a
quote unquote my ass. That is babe. If she, number one, you can't say she's pretending to sleep to save your ass. The point of her laying on her bed with a pillow over her head and did not give you consent, that is babe. That is babe. But they try to normalize all this sick ass shit. Sorry, YouTube. I know how sensitive you guys are and stuff, but you know. But I'm just saying, there's some sick ass ish. There's no consent. Oh, I give it a look. And she'll know, like, okay, well, my cousin, what type of, he done went through the whole damn family. He went from the male cousins to female cousins and talking about, well, y'all families know about this. No, the hell we don't. No, us families do not. Shit. That's your disturbing ass family. Your sick family.
In the room while she pretend to be asleep. And I used to just have sex with type shit. Like I used to stick my dick in her mouth. All types of shit. And like, you know how I knew she was awake? Like it'll be times where like I stick my dick in her mouth, but like her teeth, like her jaw, like her teeth would be closing in type shit. Like her teeth would be closing in, but she'll fix it. Like she'll fix it and like adjust her mouth type shit. While I'm what's the name? You feel me? Wait. Questions after. I'm gonna let y'all in the room after. All right. So she'll like adjust her shit, and that was like the first implication. I was like, damn, she really awake right now. She just playing.
No, you woke her up.
She just playing sleep and shit. So that went on for a minute and shit. So that went on for like 2 months, and then that's when I moved to South Carolina. That's why I moved.
Oh God, there's more places he moving. She was asleep till you woke her up with your thing in her mouth. You looking in there to see if she's pretending sleeping. Maybe she was asleep till you woke her up. Shit, if you didn't go wake her up, maybe she would have stayed sleeping, minding her business. But these are the deviants that we support. These are the deviants. Oh yeah, make that music. Oh yeah, they on live. Yeah, they on live. Let's check them out. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
Moved to South Carolina in 10th grade and shit. And then I came back that summer. I came back to New York that summer type shit. And we had sex that one time. Peace. What's good, Kayla? Peace, Tyson. But yeah, so fucking so I came back that summer. Type shit. And we had sex again. She would always pretend to be asleep. You feel me? And I would just come in the room and I just have sex with her. And so fucking cause I'm young, bro. I'm young, so I'm just experimenting type shit. Like I I'm just doing me type shit, young nigga shit like that. You know? So I'm just experimenting, just experiment. So then, boom. So we eventually stopped.
He said he
and
was
shit.
16.
So when I was in like, so I remember I came back. Like I came back from New York, and I came back to South Carolina. Type shit, right? So fucking I remember my mom's got a call type shit. Mom's got a call, and it's the shit that really made me like. Really, I thought I was a bad person type shit. Like, this shit really fucked with my head. It really fucked with my mental. So my mom's get a call, and I could just hear my aunt.
If anybody want to come up, because we appreciate all kinds of different views. I dropped the link in the chat. If anybody want to come up and talk about it.
You know, you hear somebody yelling through a phone. It's not even on speaker. She was yelling loud type shit. So fucking so my mom just like, yo, did you and so and so do anything sexual? Did I do anything like that? I'm just like, damn, cause I'm like just about to go to sleep, take a nap type shit, and she just walked in the room, asked me that shit. I was like, fuck, like, cause I never thought that this shit was gonna get out type shit, cause it's like, cause like she would like after we had sex and shit, like the next day, cause we always used to sit like in front of each other at the dinner table type shit, and she used to act like mad regular, bro. Like she used to act mad regular, like she ain't, cause I was like we had that type of relationship.
Yeah, I can see.
She would always tell me, like she told me all her sex stories before.
Mm-hmm.
She would always be like hugging up on me and shit. Like whenever we went out type shit, she'll be like, oh, like is she like da da da, like this my favorite cousin and shit. So yeah, so it's like.
Oh,
like we had that type of relationship where it's like she would just always be up on me like and shit like that. Like she always like I was like her diary type shit. You feel me? Like we always just talk about shit. So yeah, so like every next day type shit, she'll just like it'll be normal as fuck type shit. Like we'll just be in each other normal as fuck. And I'm just like, damn, does she know like what the fuck we was doing last night? And she'll just act normal. Like she'll just play that shit off so cool. So then, so I got the call, and come to find out, like her friend, like she, all right. So basically, she claimed I raped her type shit.
You did.
Like she was claiming rape.
You did.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Like my mom had asked me, she was like, yo, like. Did you do anything with her? Like I'm like, nah, like I'm scared as fuck. Like I'm like, yo, I did not expect this shit to get out. Like, why the fuck is this shit happening right now? This shit is not reality.
Yeah, he laughing.
And I'm just like, nah, like, no, we ain't do nothing. Like she lying, she talking so crazy. She was lying to herself though with that rape shit. So she claimed rape and stuff.
Claimed?
And like ever since then, like. I'm the type of person, like, I'm a real empath. Like I really feel for people. So
you're an empath now?
When she said that shit, like, I thought I was really a bad person for that shit. Like, I was like, yo, like,
yo,
damn, am I really a rapist? Like, am I really that dude? Like,
how do you explain? How do you even start, middle, or end explain this shit? And people accept this shit. I thought all this time I thought I was a bad person. What the fuck? You was a good person? Good people do these things. But I forgot that's your family. So now she calling babe, and I felt bad. You went in this room. Hey, Corin, welcome. Don't forget, guys, if you are not part of the channel, hit that subscribe like right now. And if you didn't hit that like right now, so we can keep up with these stories. They get up here and tell all these lies about their body language and tone of a voice, and it's never lies. They try to make everything seem like it's all exactly and natural. And the body language says demonic. Yes, Jazz. Nah, he got impacted feces in the dookie shoe. Oh, Oh God, welcome. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Woo. Boy, I say this too much.
Yeah, these too much.
This too much.
Like I said, I think he did do it. I think he did do it. And now he want to be confused and think that he didn't do it. But if the cousin was trying to play sleep and you didn't have her consent, then you did it. But I think personally that he got her pregnant. I think he got her pregnant. And that's how the family and how it all came unraveled to come out. But I wasn't there, so I don't know. But crazy.
Too much. Oh.
Am I that type of dude? Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
Because
you
like
that
I done
type of
had
dude.
like shit happen. Like I humped dogs before when I was younger.
What?
Fucking, I remember like one time I had like slapped my dick on one younger girl face and shit. Like, but I'm not that type of dude. Like, I'm not no.
No, you are the type of dude. How do you explain this shit? And people listening to this shit, how do you explain this? From 7 years old, male cousins. You have relationship with your female cousins. All of y'all humping each other. Is another time a poor dog was involved. The damn dogs are minding their damn business. Y'all go messing with. Where's the animal cruelty people when you need them? Where is the animal?
That sounds like some bestiality stuff. You know, like some of the Caucasian people do with the dogs and the pigs and the animals. And my grandmother always said why she never liked the lamb. She said she didn't like lamb because the lamb bleeds every month like a woman. So she never ate lamb. It's just something to think about. All females and female animals, they all get a monthly. Hey, Omi, they all get a monthly because that's part of their reproduction. And you know, these sick individuals would have it hurts me to say it, intercourse. Not, I won't even say it's intercourse. It's just darn right dirty, nasty, shit, with these animals. And you know, I've seen videos in the past. You know, people sent me videos, and I was like, "Don't send me that kind of shit. I can't. My heart can't take it." The one when the man had sex with a python, I was done. I blocked those people because they were just sending me all. They was just sending me all kinds of craziness. So I blocked them people. But I seen them with the pigs, and I'm like, this is freaking food we gotta eat. Man, thank God I ain't seen nothing going on with the birds. You know, I ain't seen that with the cows. I see why people turn to vegetarian. Because these men are sick. They're sick.
Animal cruelty people when you need Peter. Where you at?
From them.
Peter. Peter.
Exactly, Jasmine. She pretended that they were asleep. That she was asleep. Just so she thought he can walk by. But he walked on in. And I'm not gonna know. You are what you are. You can't explain this shit. People are like, yeah, you really not like that. Yes, that he is really like that. He said this shit went on for fucking years.
Like that.
This shit went on for years. Yes, you are exactly like that. Can you imagine the back conversation they was having? Yeah,
Well,
when
they,
they
that's why they got
Very
to
gross,
something.
Nicole.
we
Very
all alike.
gross.
We gonna let the world know our story, but we all alike. We need to be loved and cared for and no judgmental. Yeah, the dogs too. The poor dog mind his business. Dog likes to. Poor dog want to hump on pillows and legs and stuff. No, y'all want to hump on the dog. Woosah.
You don't need migraine medicine now.
Woosah, this is gross. Gross.
That did it.
Before we even started.
No fucking child molester, no rapist, no shit like that. You feel me? I got a pure heart.
Pure heart.
I was just experimenting
What?
as a youngin.
Experimenting.
So fucking
It sound like an echo.
yeah, right. So fucking
You
so
a creep.
Yeah, Any questions? After.
You ain't gonna answer none of them.
So fucking where was I? So now so
Where was you? You should be in prison.
She claimed rape.
Because you
Ever
did.
Since then, she claimed rape. When was this? Like 2015. She claimed it was 2015, right?
That's only 7 years ago.
So it was like.
Did he even use a condom, you dirty bastard?
So ever since then, it was just like, I was just always used to think, like, I always used to get like doubts, like I could accomplish something good type shit.
Dirty.
Like anything I would do, and I would just be like, yo, like that shit used to always be in the back of my head type shit. You feel me? What's good, Rico? Yeah, that shit used to always be in the back of my head, like, yo, nigga, you this, nigga, you did that, nigga, da.
So would this be how men become bisexual? So is he bisexual? What part of the alphabet is he? I'm trying to figure out. I've been trying to figure out for a couple of days. What part of the alphabet is he? Is he bisexual? Is he H word? Is he the G word? Is he the I'm so many letters. They go. Is he tranny? Is he T word? Is he this?
And I would just always get, it's just like, damn, like I ain't shit. Like I used to always just like doubt myself because of that shit. Like I used to think I was really a fucked up person. Like just me holding that shit in, just really made me think like, yo, like nigga, you're fucked up. You're a fucked up person. I'm a fucked up individual. And like people see my heart though. People see my heart. Like you guys, anybody from where I'm from type shit. I'm not a fucked up person. Like, I got a pure heart.
Did he say he got a pure heart? You're not a dark person. You're a demon. Using one of boss lady words. You a demon.
And that shit always stuck with me because it's like, damn, you really accused me of some shit that wasn't even what it was. Like shit, that's some serious shit. You accuse somebody of rape. So yeah, so fucking. But it's like, I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. But it's like, she had a friend with her. She had a friend. And I remember, this is crazy, bro. I'm about to just give you like a rundown of this girl, bro. Right? So this is the same girl. Like, she had a friend with her in college. I remember as soon as I moved to South Carolina, or it might have been 2015. She brought her friends. Like she came to visit type shit. She came to visit. She came to South Carolina to visit because she went to school in North Carolina, and she brought her friend with her type shit. And that shit was crazy because her friend looked good as fuck. Like her friend looked good as fuck. And I remember like the second night she stayed, because she stayed at my uncle's crib and shit. And I was like, damn, her friend looked good. And I remember we was both in a room. Like it was all three of us in a room type shit. Me, my cousin, and her friend. And I was just laid up with her friend, like on some because I'm like, yo, this is 2015, so I'm 2015 summer, so I just finished 10th grade, going into 11th. And fucking so I'm going into 11th, And so she's a freshman in college now. Type shit. She a freshman in college now. So I'm like, yo, like I'm laid up with a college chick right now.
You know, I have a question. Did he ever tell his parents that the cousin did him dirty? Did his parents know? Did his parents, was it the cousin? Now, you think a cousin, that means your mother's nephew, your mother's sister, son. That blood is too thick. Too freaking thick.
Shit, I laid up with a friend, right? This was light skin, she like ass, like bro, taste. I was like, damn, like nigga, like I'm laid up with her type shit. So fucking so I'm laid up with her, and come to find, like I gave her a hickey. I gave her friend a hickey and shit. Like we was just laid up. I gave her a hickey and shit. But then my mom had came through and like broke it up. I was gonna try to fuck. Come to find out, she was in the room too. Like my cousin was in the room while I was doing that shit. Yeah. Quan got the picture. But yeah, right. So my cousin was in the room too, but she was like playing sleep. Shit crazy. So fucking so right. And I remember one time I went to go visit them at their college, and I was like fucking with her friend and shit. So anyway, fast forward, I told my bro, like, yo, bro, I just gave what's your name friend a hickey, bro. Like my nigga, when they come up there, bro, don't fuck my girl. Like don't fuck her. I remember my brother fucked that bitch. She fucked it. Like I remember he showed me a video, right? And this is what I'm like getting to about my cousin at the time. Like fucking he showed me a video of her friend, which he fucked, and he showed me a video of my cousin, like eating her out on the floor, like, and I'm just like, damn, like I didn't know she was like that. Like my cousin is a freak, bro. She's a freak. She's a freak. And I was just like, damn, like I felt like she turned out, but that's neither here nor there. I ain't gonna spread that vibration. So fucking you're so fucking what else? You know I ain't gonna say no names. You bug trip, man.
For all the people in the bushes, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, even though you're not giving up your thumbs up, but I still appreciate you watching. I appreciate you even more if you subscribe, because I'm trying to reach my goal of 3,000. And I'm going to be doing an awesome giveaway. Once I hit 3,000, you probably get gift cards. You might even get products. So thanks for watching. Keep the thumbs going up. I appreciate you guys.
But fucking so fucking what are this shit? So yeah, so I felt because her cousin, like her friend, was just like she had this energy with her type shit. She had this energy with her, but it was like not manipulative, but they came from two different things. They came from two different sides of the border. Basically, because my cousin, she was like
different sides of the border. You was in love with your cousin, you're dirty.
Type shit. But fucking so yeah. So then, like, I felt like her friend played a role in it, basically, calling rape type shit. I felt like her friend played a role in her trying to accuse me of that shit. So fast forward, and I'm just going through life type shit. I'm just going through life, just thinking like I'm a bad person for that shit. I used to have like thoughts, bro. I used to have gay thoughts, bro, and shit like that. Like I used to just think weird shit type shit. Like I used to think all types of shit. You feel me? And it's like I know what I am now type shit. I know what I am now. So it's like I'm like I could talk about this shit so easy because I'm one with my sexuality type shit. Like I know for a fact that I love women now type shit.
Wait a minute. You say you be having gay thoughts, but you said you like women and you mess with dogs. I wonder, was it a female dog or a male dog? Because, the visual just makes me sick. This makes me sick. Why would you do that to a dog? I'm a dog lover. I'm an animal lover, period. I even have a couple of lizards that come and scare me every day on my window in the summertime. But I name them. I name them and I feed them. But you confused. You need help. You need mental help. You are mentally and physically jacked up.
So fast forward, I used to just have always like gay thoughts type shit. Like I used to beat off to all types of shit type shit. I used to beat off to like tranny porn, gay porn, fucking mom porn, all types of weird shit, like all types of shit, right? Just cause like I had that mind. It's just like, damn, I'm a fucked up individual. Yeah, weeds, gay thoughts, bro. Facts. And it was just like when them shits would come, I'd be like, nah, bro, like I'm not this, man. And I remember just like it was like an all-time high and shit. Right? So fucking yeah. That niggas is funny. But people, right?
No, you're a disgrace.
So yeah,
You're a disgrace. Ain't nobody funny.
Just do weird shit. And then come to find out, like in college though, like cause then it fast forward to like college, cause like I got pussy in high school, but I only fucked like 2 girls, right? So come to find out in college, like college was my prime. Like that's when I turned into a weirdo. So anyway, right? So fucking So yeah, so college was my prime. That's when I like had the most sex in my life. Like I fucked the most girls in my life, bro. Yeah, facts, dude. That's what I was doing. But yeah, so fucking so yeah, so high school was like I mean college was like I had the most sex in my life. Like I was fucking 9 people, not men. But peep though. But I'm not even about to tell you about the college because that's not even me here or there. I got a lot of pussy in college, bro. You feel me? But so come to find out when I moved back to New York, right? Like fucking I moved back to New York what 2017, and I was like going through a drought type shit. I was going through a drought. I ain't had sex since like summer of 2017, right? So fast forward. So think about not having sex from like June 2017 to December 2017. That shit. Yeah. Right. So as soon as I what's the name? So as soon as I got to New York, like I was expecting to get mad pussy. Right? So as soon as I went to New York, like I was just like, what's the name, bro? Like I had so much shit lined up, bro. Like I had so much shit lined up, bro. But it was like I thought I was about to be a man when I got to New York, bro. I was talking to so many females, but it was like none of that shit felt good. So I'm still having these gay thoughts. So me, like I'm the type of nigga.
So you knocked up all your cousins. You knocked up all the girls who've been in college. You come home, you still want to knock up people. Just to go into a cult and you can't get none at all. Where they do that at?
I know. And is he messing with the guys or what?
Yeah. Where they do that at? You went through all of that just to go to a cult for a couple of years and get nothing? You were so desperate to get it, you was taking it from your own male and female cousins. And then you go to a cult where you can't get none.
So we supposed to believe that he ain't banging no girls, no men, or none of them women or nothing. Come on now.
That go for all of them, boy. They all want us to believe that they wasn't having encounters with each other. Because all of them, and the poor dog. And the poor dog.
Oh, the animals in the poor forest and out there in the damn. Hey, man, got the animals out in the jungle running from them.
Have mercy. Well, let's go.
So I'm the type of nigga, right? Like it's like if I keep having that thought, bro, I'm gonna have to just live that shit out, just to like get that shit out. I'm the type of nigga, I gotta really be able to express my energies and really be able to let off energies. I have a strong energy within me. You feel me? So I remember I was just on Craigslist. I used to always just go on Craigslist type shit, just to like look at shit. Like I used to just look at shit type shit. Feel me? I used to just look at shit on Craigslist, just like damn, like these people that I could really fuck for free. Like this shit is crazy. This is before Craigslist closed down. So I was like, damn, like I could really just fuck up these people for free. Like these people is weird, just like me type shit. Like right? I'm in nature. Feel me? You see the vibes. Damn, how the fuck? Alright, right. So fucking so yeah, so I remember I went on Craigslist and I went to the men's section and like I did that shit. Like I had sex with a man type shit. As soon as I got to New York, like watch, y'all gonna go crazy.
Yes.
But nah, yeah, so I had hit the nigga up. I hit the nigga up on Craigslist, just like, what's up? Like, cause I'm having these thoughts and I'm like, damn, like, am I really gay type shit? And I'm just like, damn, like, hold up. And I'm just like, am I really gay type shit? And I'm like, damn, like, fuck it, don't knock it till you try it type shit. Like, so that's the type of nigga I am type shit. So I'm gonna experience that shit. I'm gonna experience that shit for myself. Like, I'm gonna see for myself if I really am gay. So I hit the dude up type shit. And I was like, what's up? The nigga was like, she was coming on strong type shit. You feel me? Nigga said I'm bugging. Nah, man. Y'all gotta conceal what's to be held. What's concealed cannot be held, y'all. You feel me? But anyway, so I hit the dude up. Type shit. He just coming on strong, like, yeah, man, like, you wanna fuck me in my ass and shit, da da da. And I'm just like, all right, I'm just trying to get this shit over with type shit. Right, so I'm just trying to get this shit over just to see if I am what I think I am at the time. You feel me? So fucking so yeah. So this shit was in Westbury. She was in Westbury. I went to this dude's crib, and the shit was like weird though. The shit was weird because it's like because he was living in somebody else's house. So I had snuck into his crib. Like we had to sneak in. He stayed downstairs from the people. So we had snuck into the crib and shit. And fucking just like, I remember as soon as I walked in, like, he was just like, what's up? Like, how you doing and shit? He's like, are you in college? I was like, nah. And shit. He thought I was older than what I was. Like, I told him I was like 20-something. I thought I was like 20-something at the time. But yeah, he thought I was a grown-ass man. And then fucking just next thing you know, like, I just pulled my pants down. He started giving me head type shit. And I'm just looking like, soon as he started doing that shit, soon as he started giving me head, bro, I'm just letting him go. I'm just letting him like, yo, I'm just looking in the mirror at myself. I'm like, am I really doing this shit?
Yeah,
like,
you're really doing it.
I'm just like, yo, like, am I really doing this shit?
Yes, you are.
And I'm just like, damn. And I'm like, you can't, like, all right, boom, I'm going to give y'all some jewels.
No, don't give me no jewels. Don't give me no jewels.
You cannot be one foot in and one foot out. You feel me? Because then you're not going to really get the full experience. You feel me?
Do not give me no jewels.
Half-assed, if you do something halfway, you're not gonna get the full experience.
That's all right.
So I was just like, all right, bet, like, let me just get my mind set on this shit, so I could really know if I'm gay, right? So so yeah, he's sucking my dick, and I'm just looking in the mirror like, yo, like this shit is really happening.
Really?
So then, boom,
it happened to you already.
Stop, and then like I start fucking him and shit, and this shit lasted like. This shit lasted like 10 minutes, probably 15. It was like some quick shit.
It was nice and tight,
and, like,
huh?
I bust a nut and everything. Like,
yeah.
Just,
nice and
tight. And after that shit, like I was just like in a mode. Like I was in a mode. Like I was just like, just fucking so like bliss. I was just so bliss to the whole shit though. I wasn't even emotionally there. Like I was just like, okay, I'm doing this shit. Like this shit is happening.
Nice and tight. Made you bust in 10 minutes.
So I'm still there type shit. So then I leave. So then I leave type shit. So then I leave and then I'm walking. I'm just walking down the street from his crib. And I'm like, nah, it's not for me. It's just not for me. So I texted him type shit. I was like, yo, like, should I thank you for the service? Like, I'm that type of nigga. I said thank you and everything. I said thank you and everything type shit. So I said thank you for the service, but I don't think I'm gay type shit. Like I don't think I'm gay. And he was like, yeah, like, but you bust the nut and shit like da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah. That's because like I have a high sex drive. Period. Like, you can ask any girl I fuck. Like, I got a high sex drive. But fucking so yeah, so I just texted him. I was like, I'm not gay. Like I don't think it's for me. And he was just like, all right, like just hit me whenever. And like ever since then, it's like I was just always like, yo, I did it. Like I did this shit. And now I know, like I'm not gay in my heart type shit. Like I got the experience. Like nigga, you can never say you really gay until
the jokes write themselves. Hey Panamanian, hey baby.
Tell what niggas can say whatever they want. Nigga, I'm comfortable. Nigga, I know for a fact what I like because I did it. Nigga, I got the wisdom. Nigga, I was fucking man enough to actually do what's on my mind. You feel me? So fucking So yeah, so I went through with it, and after that shit, I was just like, nah, like I'm not gay. Like I'm just not gay. You feel me? So
you hope they left a tip.
So yeah, so after that, like, it was just cool. Like I just came to peace with it that I'm not gay. And then fucking but the rape shit still had me on some shit. Like the rape shit was still in my mind type shit. So I'm still feeling bad. I was still feeling bad about that. And I remember just shout out to Master Chief Elise Yoda Christ for like he really like cause he been through kind of like the same shit. And when I was hearing him tell his story, like it just gave me the courage to share my shit. You feel me? So it was just beautiful. It's beautiful how shit be playing out. You feel me? So fucking So yeah, so with the rape shit though, it's not even a rape shit. With the sexual experience with my cousins, I was just like, what's the name? Like I just look on it now. I just look back on it now type shit. Just like, man, listen. Everybody does that shit. Like that shit is everybody. Natural. And you know why people be feeling so convicted like they are in this room? It's because this is what society does to people. Like they make sex so taboo to where it's like you can't have sex in public or some shit. Not saying like you just out and about having sex in public.
Everybody does
shit happens
this.
in nature.
No, we don't.
But they make sex so secret and they make it so demonic. You feel me? They make sex so demonic, bro. And it's like they make you hide. They make you hide yourself. They make you hide your nipples. They make you hide your dick. Nigga, what, bro? Like they make you feel bad. They make you feel bad about showing yourself off. Like And there's no joy in that. You feel me? There's no shit. You know, I don't know, right?
You're right. You don't know.
Right? So yeah, so they make sex so taboo to where it's like, yo, your parents hide sex from you. They, oh, don't do that touchy-feely shit. Like they make it so fucking taboo and make you scared to be yourself sexually or some shit, and make you scared to talk about shit like this. And this is why people go through what they go through, because they scared of what people gonna say.
So a parent is supposed to say, "Go on and touch your cousin." I'm confused, boss lady. Is it the parents do this to their kids and say, "Don't no touchy, no feeling"? So real parent gotta say, "Be touchy and feeling. Go touch on your cousins. Go hump on your cousins. Go get your cousin while she sleep. Go hump on the dogs, because that's natural. You go on, Tarzan. Swing, Tarzan. Go on and swing, Tarzan, okay?"
I hope you wasn't yelling at me.
Mm-hmm.
I said I was doing something. I said, I hope you wasn't yelling at me. Oh, you didn't say that to me this time? Okay.
He's saying it's the parents' fault. They tell their kids don't touch you, no Philly. So it's the parents' fault. So is a parent supposed to say touchy and Philly? Go, you know what? Go touchy and Philly. Go fill up the whole damn family. Touch and Philly the whole family. Right.
He never said that his mom, reprimanded him or, got him any kind of help or he got in trouble or anything. He went right over that. He said she asked him, did he do it? He said no. And then the next thing you know, he said he was moving, I think, to Chicago or somewhere.
Girl, I can't keep up. All I know is this is crazy. So everybody know it's the parents' fault, because we don't let our babies do sexual things. The nerve of us parents.
Mm-hmm.
We all are terrible. We are terrible parents.
So the way he was raised is supposed to be, he think is the right way? Is he serious?
No, he's blaming the parents for telling him not to be touching Philly. So, because their sexual experience should be, they're supposed to explore it and experiment. So at 7, 8 years old, this I guess this is what parents should be doing now. We've been wrong all this time, including his parents. It's all our fault. Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is really sick.
Mm-hmm. We aren't allowed our kids to be deviants. But according to him, we should be. We should be.
They scared of how society gonna think about them. You feel me? I'm gonna start Facts. So it's like, nah, yeah, I know the music still coming. I mean, I dropped some shit. I had dropped some songs, like some high frequency shit. It's on SoundCloud. Just go to Reflection Caliber on SoundCloud, and you'll find it. But nah, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So society just make that shit so taboo, and they make it so like, oh, like we don't talk about this, like that gay shit, like, bro. I mean, like, it's like, especially that pause shit. That pause shit, you really find out who really is like on that frequency of that gay shit. Cause it's like niggas be so scared of sexuality, bro. Like that's my point. Like, niggas ain't my brothers, you tripping. Niggas ain't my brothers, you tripping. But peak, right? Niggas be so scared of sexuality. It's like, yo, you say, bro, when I used to eat meat and order a sausage, egg, and cheese, what the fuck is a Ayo, egg, and cheese, bro? Like, why do niggas have to put that stigma on a lot of shit? Niggas have to watch every sentence they say because they don't want to say no gay shit. Like, What the fuck? Like, I thought niggas were just having a conversation. That shows like where your mind is. That just shows where your mind is. Like, if you could pick out mad gay shit and everything a nigga say, that just shows what you thinking about. You feel me? That just shows what you thinking about. But it's like, that's neither here or there, because I don't do that shit no more. Facts, diamond facts. Family is frequency. The people who think like you is your family. You feel me? If people who understand your mind, people who trying to do the same shit as you, people who going after the same goals, that's your real family. You feel me? You feel me? That's your real family. And it's like, nah, it's not even disrespect, y'all. It's not even disrespect. It's real shit. It's like, yo, love, bro. That's what, you got me on my feet, right? He got me on my feet in the physical. And in the mental, bro, you know what I had to deal with, bro? Like, I'm not even gonna put that out there for Facebook, but Pete, right? But like, how can you say he got me on my feet? You feel me? Like, it's like, at the end of the day, I was just resisting myself. Because you're not supposed to live in houses. You're not supposed to live in that shit. This is why when I came to New York, I was homeless type shit. It was the universe showing me like, yo, it's like, what's in it? Like, it was showing me like, yo, you don't belong in a house, you belong in a tent. But but nah, yeah. Nah, because then that's like, what the fuck? But yeah, so so people just that sex shit, man. If you got some demons to get out type shit, you just gotta let that shit flow. Like, I'm at a line match.
This nigga is so garbage. Ooh, I'm glad it's over.
Hey y'all, this Dan Girl back with another video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to like,
Hey, King Kapala.
comment. Let's get in.
These are my confessions. These are their confessions. It's their confessions. Yep.
Baltimore, Maryland is where I portaled in from. But my adopted family had given me away, or had put me in the. I wanted to make this video though, a really serious video, a good video, basically honoring the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, and sharing a confession, carbonation confession, as far as how I was healed, because a lot of us have this misconception about carbonation, about the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, in regards to the things that happened, as far as recently Mama Dia had just transcended. She didn't die. She's with us. I am Mama Dia. She's with us. But a lot of people don't understand, the miracles that have been performed here. You know what I mean? That the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy has truly healed people. And I want to talk about my confession. I want to talk about my healing, because maybe y'all are going through something right now that maybe I can, share with you that might be able to help you. First and foremost, I come from Maine. I come from an area where there's no black people. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by, completely just, a white family. I was adopted, and was adopted from Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland is where I portaled in from. But my adopted family had given me away, or had put me into foster care. I'm pretty sure that my Babylon mom was in jail because I was born in the police station. So I don't know any of the details and any of the information, but it was 1993 is when I portaled in. So that was around the drug era, the drug age. So I'm pretty sure I was a crack baby. You know what I mean? She was, she just gave birth to me in a jail cell, and I'm pretty sure that she, that's where she was. You know what I mean? She's in jail. I don't really know much more than that. But all I do know is that I was I was sent to Maine. You know what I mean? I was adopted by this white family, really nice white family that took me in. You know what I mean? They nursed me. You know what I'm saying? Made sure that I was good, straight, all that. So that's where I spent the majority of my life. You know what I mean? From 3 months all the way up until until I left. I was in this area, and I went through a lot of changes. You know what I'm saying? I was in a Babylon state of mind, but I was always looking for something. You know what I mean? I was always searching for the truth. I was always my mind was always somewhere else. Even when I was in school or hanging out with friends or any of that shit, like my mind was always thinking about something else. I was the type of person that was conspiracy theorist, like always looking for alternative information, alternative sources for information. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch the news. I wasn't that type of person. I just always had a sense of feeling that there was a lot of bullshit going on in my area. You know what I mean? Within society, just dealing with America. Just generally, I just knew there was something innately inside of me that was just like, nah, I don't believe any of the shit that I'm seeing. I was questioning everything. So for me, it was difficult because I grew up, just the only black person in my area, in my town, really, and I kind of stood out like a sore thumb. But that's okay because I knew that I didn't fit in anyways. Even if I was in a so-called black community, I still would stick out because I was a truth seeker. You know what I'm saying? I was someone that was looking for and searching for knowledge, information. So I couldn't just go along with societal norms. I couldn't just go along with the everyday grind that everyone's doing. Oh, go to work every single day and da 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 da. Nah, I couldn't do that. So for me, in my life, in my waking life, when I was in Babylon, I went through a lot of changes, man. I went through a lot of changes. I did about just every sport that you could think of. I mean, I was very athletic. I have medals. I had one for track, for wrestling. I didn't play basketball. That's one thing I didn't do. I did play football though. We had football in my area. I won medals for that. I'm saying we won a couple games. Like there was a lot of sports and activities that I did. I was always active, very active person. On my journey, I had hit a tough place, as a teen, going through things. I went through mental instability. You know what I mean? I was going through a change where I had depression just because I just didn't feel like part of society. I mean, I didn't feel a part of the area that I was at. I mean, I had friends and stuff like that, and I was still popular and stuff like that. But it wasn't.
No,
that
that's
wasn't
not all, Mac.
that
That's
wasn't soothing
strong.
to my soul. You see what I'm saying? Innately inside of me, there was something that was lacking. Like the so-called Babylon family that I had just wasn't. It wasn't a family to me. You see what I'm saying? I felt alone every time I was around them. You see what I'm saying? That kind of put a damper on my soul because, I was looking for those people that I could connect with, people that understood my mind. Even around my Babylon friends, I would always, try to, enlighten them with, other information, alternative information, things that were more truth-based and, like conspiracy to the government and how we're all being poisoned and all that shit. Like I was always trying to bring people to a higher self-awareness about reality and what it is, and everything's not as what it seems or appears to be. And the people around me just didn't understand me. You see what I'm saying? They didn't understand my mind. They didn't understand me. So I kind of felt like a little outcasted a little bit. I mean, not to the point where I couldn't fit in. Like I could fit in. I could do.
Somebody made it rain. We got our first contestant that made it rain on the coffee fund. They made it rain. Thank you so much.
Yay.
I appreciate you for making it rain, baby. You made it rain. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Do all that, but I never really wanted to. So that led me down a road of where I was kind of like mentally depressed. And this depression didn't only come from me feeling like, I didn't have anyone that was really able to understand my mind, but it also came from, just my environment alone. My environment, me, not eating, the proper foods and getting the nutrition that I need in order for me to, keep a balanced state of the mind and a balanced state of the body. So, I went through a mental depression because of the food I was eating, because of the environment that I was in, because of the people that I was around. You know what I mean? So my mind, I was really in a turmoil. My mind was in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? That pushed me to go and, I got a big sums of money when I was 18. I got 20 grand. 20 grand. I had a lot of money, man, and I just blew it all. You see what I'm saying? I'm a Cancer moon, so I can get diving into my emotions really quick, so I can if I feel something, I'm gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? I don't really at that point in time, I wasn't really thinking about what was right, what was wrong. I just did it. You see what I'm saying? I was just going in. So I was around people. I was influenced around people, and we would just go party, drink, smoke. I've done a lot of drugs, pretty much every drug that you could ever think of. I did a lot of drugs, man. I did a lot of drugs. Like, man, that's actually scared me into my truth. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. I did a lot of drugs, and these drugs actually, impaired me mentally. I was going through things, and I couldn't handle my emotions. So because I couldn't handle my emotions, I just did a lot of drugs. You see what I'm saying? I partied a lot, had a lot of money. I went to the malls, I shopped. You know what I mean? I was out every single night. I made it a lifestyle. It wasn't like, oh, let's party on the weekends. It was
You
like,
only
nah,
had $20,000.
you know what I mean? I did that for 3 years. After I got out of high school, I did that for 3
That
years.
didn't last you
know
3
In
years.
high school, I was, athletic. I did a lot of sports and stuff like that. I was cool, with doing that stuff. And then after high school, I just kind of hung out with the people that were getting fucked up, hung out with the people that were, that I partied with in high school. And we, continued those traditions. You see what I'm saying? I had a lot of money. So I was just like, all right, let's get fucked up. Like, I'm just gonna do it. And I did it for 3 years. I did it. I did all the partying. I partied my soul. I partied my life away. You see what I'm saying? That's for those 3 years, that's all I did. I just partied. I just, hung around, hang out with girls. We always go and we go to the malls. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boys, we always go to the mall. We smoke. You know what I mean? I smoke blunts. I smoke, the backwoods. You know what I mean? I did it all. Like, you asked me about a drug, I could tell you about the drugs and tell you my experiences that I had with those drugs. So, that put me, my mental state and my depression and my mind put me down that path of doing drugs. You see what I'm saying? It led me down that path. And, down that path, I actually, it scared me into, finding the truth, because I had impaired my brain. I like to make this analogy. Have you ever played a video game before and the graphics weren't, following along with the audio? So you have the audio and you have the graphics, and they weren't matched up because there was a glitch in the system or there was a glitch in the game. That's how I felt with my brain. I felt like people would ask me questions, and it would take a little bit of time in order for me to respond. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could tell that I had damaged my brain from the drugs that I was doing, because, people would, be asking me questions, and I would just be at a slower response. You see what I'm saying? So that scared me, because I know exactly how I used to think versus how I'm thinking now. And the time between how I used to think and how I'm thinking, in between that time, I did all those drugs. For those 3 years, I did drugs, and it was kind of like a blur. Like, it was kind of like a faded out dream. It was like a dream that just kept going and kept going and kept going for those 3 years until it faded out. And then I came back to my sober mind, to my conscious mind, to where I'm coherent, where I'm more aware, self-aware. And I realized I had damaged my brain through those 3 years because of the drugs I have done. You see what I'm saying? I was smoking weed. I was doing coke. I was doing a lot of different drugs, hanging out with a lot of different people, associating myself with a lot of bad people that just did a lot of heavy shit. You see what I'm saying? People that got drugs and they were moving weight, like, just in my area. You see what I'm saying? Remember, it's not the ghetto. It's Maine, but still, it's drugs. You see what I'm saying? So drugs are drugs. Like, so I did a lot of that, and it put a damper on my mind. You see what I'm saying? My brain was not functioning at its optimal capacity. So I was in search for truth, man. I was like, damn, I really fucked myself up. And I know I fucked myself up because I could see the delay in my responses. I could see how my brain was functioning, because I knew how I used to think versus how I'm thinking now. And I'm like, damn, this is really like, damn, I really fucked myself up. So I stopped all drugs. This scared me. I went to everything, man. I went to, I was taking colloidal silver. Mind you, my Babylon friend, his dad was a Mason. So I was talking to him about all the alternative holistic doctors, and trying to find ways to regenerate brain cells and repair myself. I did shrooms because they said shrooms was actually helps rebuild and repair brain cells. I did shrooms for a period of time. That didn't work. I took this stuff called colloidal silver. That didn't work. That was just to cleanse my blood. That really didn't work at all. I did Ormus, which is like erythium gold. It's basically it's just this type of gold. That's like the things that you take. I went through that stage of that didn't work. You see what I'm saying? That stuff, for anyone that knows what erythium gold is, or Ormus, I used to take that. That didn't work at all. They said that's helping. That was supposed to help develop your brain and help you, think more clearly and build brain cells. That didn't work at all. And then I found Dr. Sebi. This is where I was really fucked up, because I used to be a big stocky guy. Like, my weight right now, like what I look like right now, like that's how I used to look when I wrestled, because I used to wrestle. I was doing a lot of sports. Mind you, I was athletic, so I was a big dude. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was big. I was up into like the 175. Like, that was how big I was. You see what I'm saying? I was a heavy guy. And then, you know, through, you know, after I did these drugs and after I started doing all this stuff, you know, I wanted to cleanse my body. So I found this guy, Dr. Sebi. And when I found Dr. Sebi, he was telling me that I shouldn't be eating. I mean, I was kind of everything. Like, if you know Dr. Sebi, you know his diet and his list is very limited. And in the area that I'm at in Maine, there's like no like fruit or like any source of food at all. So I was very limited. So I literally like did the Dr. Sebi diet in my area, and I wasn't even really able to eat much. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was eating kale, I was eating you know, like mandarin oranges. I was just eating like the bare minimum of what I could have there, because there was really nothing. I wasn't eating no rice and beans. I was just strictly raw. Like, I was strictly raw, like eating dried fruits and strictly just raw food. Like, and that actually fucked my body up because it was a shock. You know what I mean? I was very skinny. Like, when I went through the Dr. Sebi stage, all my weight and all my body mass, like what I'm looking like right now, all that shit was gone. You see what I'm saying? This is my natural build. Like, this is what I like naturally look like when I'm eating healthy, when, you know, I'm in my right state. But all of that faded away because I was on the Dr. Sebi diet. So I was looking like Dr. Sebi. And if you know what Dr. Sebi looks like, that's exactly what I was looking like, because I was applying the information. And I was looking really skinny. I even have pictures of me when I first came to Carbonation, Costa Rica, of what I looked like, you know, when I first came in.
That's what he
I was
said.
fucked up. Like, I was goofy. I was like looking weird because that was just, you know, what I was looking like. Because I didn't care at that point in time. I was finding the truth. I didn't care about what people thought of me. Like, in Babylon, I stopped giving a fuck about what people thought of me. I was just all about the, you know, me trying to heal myself. You see what I'm saying? So when I first came into Carbonation, I was looking funny, bro. I was looking goofy. Not how I used to look in Babylon, but how I looked in my transitional stage from, you know, finding the truth and not giving a fuck about what people thought about me, and just kind of like coming in on some goofy ass shit. You see what I'm saying? Like some corny weird shit.
Still goofy.
That's just the stage it was. You see what I'm saying? Because I was going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was in school, when I was in high school, I wasn't looking like that. I was, you know, all Babyloned out. You see what I'm saying? I had the money, so I was going to the mall every day. I was shopping. You
only have $20,000.
You know, amongst the people that I was around, in the area that I came from. But as soon as I found the truth, as soon as I started you know, searching for the truth, I just stopped giving a fuck. I didn't care what I was wearing and none of that. I was just literally focused on the information and finding the truth. So I was looking all kinds of weird to everyone around me. So you know, I went through that stage. I was skinny, man. I'm telling you, I was skinny. Like, the honorable master teacher Nathan will tell you what I looked like when I first came in. I was skinny. I was looking like, well, I was looking like my knowledge, man. I was kind of, you know what I mean? I didn't really know. I was just trying to figure myself out, man. I was fucked up. And when I found the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, this is when everything changed, because he brought me to a whole new understanding, a greater. No, I didn't tap it. Because I went through phases, man. I went through the Bobby Hemmett's, I went through the Phil Valentines, I went through the Dick Gregory's, I went through all these niggas and this information. I went through Seer the Duketeers, I went through all these niggas, and their information wasn't you know, enough for me. It wasn't anything that would move me. You see what I'm saying? It had no movement. None of these niggas, no one had any movement. They didn't have any movement. They weren't.
That's why you on drugs.
You know, change or be a better person. Master Teacher Nature Boy, the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, was the only one that acquired you to become greater. That required you to apply this information to your life to make a change. When I heard the information, when he was talking about the information, that lit me up. Like, I was lit. Like, he had me all the way going. I was like, damn, he broke all things down. Like, I remember the smartest thing I heard him say when I first heard the information, he was talking about Black people. And the reason that melanated people have big noses is because we belong in a hotter climate. We belong in the tropics. And when you're in the tropics, it's really, really hot. So when it's really, really hot, you need a big nose in order to get enough oxygen to the brain, in order for your brain to not overheat, in order for you to think properly. When I heard that, I was like, damn, that was the smartest thing I heard. I started smiling. I'm like, damn. So I have a big nose because my biological structure, my design is actually fit for a certain habitat, a certain environment, which makes sense because if you think about every animal, every species, every animal has a natural environment and a natural diet. He was breaking things down about the natural diet and the natural habitat, getting my mind right. Mind you, it wasn't just like my body. I wasn't just fucked up from the Dr. Sebi shit, because Dr. Sebi had me looking like not myself. He had me but all kinds of other information had me, you know, wild. You see what I'm saying? Like, how I looked when I came into Carbonation was a product of all the information and the bullshit that I was trying to figure out, and all the stuff that was in my mind. That's what I looked like. You see what I'm saying? All these fake ass people out here who were trying to prophesize some type of information. All the Phil Valentines and Bobby Hammonds, all the information. I was looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was looking crazy. I was looking like I got dragged through the mud from all the information that I tried to apply to my life. I didn't really know where. I was like, information. I was like trying to figure it all out, and I was piecing together all kinds of shit. You see what I'm saying? So that reflected in my external, what I was looking like. I was like, damn, like no one really has the truth. No one really has the information. And it wasn't until I found the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy who got me right. Like he got my mind right. You see what I'm saying? Because I remember, mind you, I came from an area where it was just all white people. You see what I'm saying? All white people. There was no melanated people. I had no cultural background.
They had drugs though.
Like being in amongst the melanated or the black community. I didn't have any of that background. You see what I'm saying? So
you had drugs
from a completely different point of view. I'm coming from a completely different area. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of you have backgrounds and cultural ties to the black community and stuff. I didn't have that. You see what I'm saying? I was raised by white people. You know what I'm saying? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying for me, my background and where I come from is a little bit different. It would have been a lot different if I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. I probably wouldn't even be here. I'd either be dead or in jail or on the streets running shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how it would have been. But I was grown up where I was grown up for a reason, and it's all divine. When I look back in my past, I'm like, damn, that was all divine because it got me here. You know what I'm saying? If I had attachments, I probably wouldn't be here. If I was attached to family, if I was attached to friends, all that shit, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I already know that from my chart. So, me going through what I went through, man, like,
I guess that's in everybody's chart.
He healed me, bro. He healed everything. He healed my mind because I had misinformation. I had genetically modified information in my mind that was not, it was just not conducive. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't allowing me to be me, who I truly am. And when I found Master Teacher, man, he healed me, gave me, all the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if you ever seen Kung Fu Panda, if you ever seen Kung Fu Panda 3, no. I felt like Poe. Because I was raised by, if you want to make the analogy, Poe was raised by a duck, right? He was raised by, a duck who wasn't a panda. You see what I'm saying? So I was raised by less melanated beings who weren't black. You see what I'm saying? So I always felt like outcasted. I always felt different. You know what I mean? And now coming to carbonation, coming to the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, I'm around like real, melanated people. I'm around my family, around people that understand me. You see what I'm saying? So it was like that moment in Kung Fu Panda 3 where Poe comes back to the tribe of pandas and he's like, oh yeah. And they're all teaching him about being a panda and shit like that. Like that's literally what it was like for me. You know what I mean? Being here. And that's what it's like. And he healed me, man. He healed me from all that. I had things wrong with my mind. Like I said, I had things wrong with my mind. I was slower because of the drugs I had done. And as soon as I came, even before I came, he had my mind right because I was listening to his videos over and over and over again. And he was telling me information to apply to my life. He was talking about the B6 diet, what you need to do in order to, he was talking about grounding. He's the first person that broke me in understanding how to ground. So I started grounding. And, man, he got me right for real. Like he was telling me to eat certain things. He was telling me to go outside and ground. Like me grounding actually healed my body. I was no longer, I no longer felt pains. I used to have pains in my body. I no longer had those pains. My mind was healed. I was able to think clearer. Like I didn't have those little glitches that I had where responses were delayed. Like everything was just, fixed. And as soon as I got to carbonation, damn, that was a blessing. I came in with like $40 in my pocket. I didn't have no money, mind you. I didn't have no money. You see what I'm saying? He took me in with open arms. I didn't have no money. All I had was the knowledge that he gave me, the divine wisdom that he sparked in me. You see what I'm saying? And I want to let y'all know, that he's man, the Honorable Master Teacher. Like I'm grateful, Master Teacher. Like seriously, like he took me in under his wing. You know what I mean? He was pruning me. You see what I'm saying?
Showing you got that right, pruning you.
A real human, a real man. You know what I mean? On top of that, giving me cultural roots as far as what it's like to be experiencing being around melanated people. The things that I didn't grow up with because of me being adopted, because my my so-called biological mother, she had given me away, so I never got to experience what it would have been like to be around the melanated people. So it's just a whole cultural difference in background that I came from, that when I came here I was able to experience everything that I need to experience to be who I am right now. I'm steadily evolving, I'm steadily growing, but I never forget my roots. You know what I'm saying? I never forget what it was like those nights when I was fucked up doing drugs. You see what I'm saying? I never forget what it was like looking skinny when I was on the Dr. Sebi diet. You see what I'm saying? I'll never forget what it was like, surfing through information and not being able to find the truth. You know what I'm saying? I remember those times. I never forget my roots. So when I found Master Teacher, man, that's the realest thing I've ever found. You see what I'm saying? Realest person to this day. You see what I'm saying? Real, like the realest person. Like I don't give a fuck about what all y'all talking about. You know what I mean? People like to get
so stay off the Wi-Fi, Tron.
Like we ain't about the chatty patty. You know what I'm saying? People like to judge people based off their past and things that they did in their past. Like, how are you gonna judge me from being a caterpillar and now I'm a butterfly? Like, what the fuck? Like, of course I don't forget my roots, but why are you trying to bring up the past? Like, that's me. Like, that's not who I am. Of course, yeah, okay, I did that shit. Whatever. Like, I'm evolving. I'm growing. You see what I'm saying? You don't look the same that you did when you were 7. You know what I'm saying? That's like you doing something when you were 7, right? When I was 7, I remember when I was 7, I spilled a whole bag of sugar on the floor. And my Babylon parents were like, "Oh, you spilled the sugar." They were mad at me. They were really mad. I mean, they were on my ass. They were like, "You did this." I got sent in timeout. They smacked me. You know what I'm saying? I was getting punished for spilling a bag of sugar on the floor. But you don't think that my Babylon folks, when I'm 19, 20, are still gonna look at me like, "Oh, you spilled a bag of sugar on the floor." Like, fuck you. Like you know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna hold me to something that I did when I was 7? You see what I'm saying? Like I'm growing, I'm developing. I'm not even the same size as I was when I was 7. You see what I'm saying? So I'm growing, I'm developing, I'm transforming. And a lot of people are like crabs in a barrel. They don't want to let go of the past. They don't want to let go of the image that you once were. You know what I mean? This is why people, when they succeed, they always talk about people that, hit them up now because they're successful, but they were never hitting them up when they were, not successful. You see what I'm saying?
Amazing.
When you grow, when you become more, when you become greater, people are gonna start seeing your light. They're gonna start seeing your shine. They're like, okay, I see you. They're gonna want to start hitting you up. It's like, nah, you weren't hitting me up when I was nobody. You weren't hitting me up when I was this or that. So why are you on my dick now? You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's what people do. Like people they'll either do that or they'll start hating. You know what I mean? They just don't like it. You see what I'm saying? Some people are jealous, envious. So because they want to be you, they're gonna talk shit about you. They're gonna, do everything to try to bring you down. You see what I'm saying? That's not what we're about. We're about growth. We're about, developing. We're about becoming greater, becoming more. So, Master Teacher Nature Boy has helped me definitely in my life. You know what I mean? He's healed my mind. He healed me from that Dr. Sebi sickness that I had going on, looking all skinny and shit. Like when that's not really what I look like. I actually want to do a transformation for it because I want to show you what I look like in Babylon, and then going through the Dr. Sebi stage, and then coming to carbonation. When I first came to carbonation, what I looked like then, I was looking crazy. And now, I'm back to like a more balanced state. You know what I mean? Implementing my root, which, I was looking like this when I was in Babylon, when I was really on my like, fit shit. Like I was working out all the time. I was in Babylon. I was working out. I was a wrestler. I was a football player. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking like, more like this, but now I'm in the higher self. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm in my most balanced self. Now I got my locks. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like looking more organic. You know what I mean? As a human should be. So I just want to show you, and just kind of give a confession, my confessions to how the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy has helped me develop into my greatest version of self. You know what I mean? Now I'm connected to nature. You see what I'm saying? I'm always grounded. I can breathe that fresh air that I've been looking for. You see what I'm saying? I can look and see, green all around. You see what I'm saying? I'm connected to the source. You know what I'm saying? He's healed me. You know what I'm saying? He's healed me. Miracles. I had a polluted mind. I had a toxic mind. I was thinking Babylonian thoughts. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm thinking high vibrational Christ conscious thoughts. You see what I'm saying? I'm anointed with the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? And I just want to give all praise and all thanks to the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, my enlightener, who has brought me to this high vibrational state of consciousness. And I want you all to understand that things that I was healed from, my sicknesses, my illnesses, my mental illnesses, my drug addictions where I had I was on drugs. I was doing a lot of drugs. I mean, like all that stuff, man. Like Master Teacher Nature Boy has really healed me and cured me. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to give that this confession, this carbonation confession to all y'all, so that you can have a clear understanding of what this reflection of mine has really brought to the table and how he's helped me. You see what I'm saying? He's helped me.
He's anointed.
But he's helped way more than just me. You see what I'm saying? There's many people that have been healed. You know what I'm saying? Just by the words that have come out from the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like just that alone. But I just wanted to give my own confession and let you all know how I've been healed and how being here has made a difference in my life. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the righteous path. You see what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm walking with him. You see what I'm saying? I'm walking with the Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ conscious. You know what I mean? We're on that frequency. So I just wanted to give that information out there. And yeah, man, Stop focusing on the messenger and focus on the message. A lot of you out there are focusing on the focusing too much on the messenger and all that shit. No. Just focus on the message. Focus on applying that information to your life. I don't want to hear no chatty patty ass shit. Like, we're not about that. You see what I'm saying? If it's not carbonation or if it's not uplifting one another and you know, bettering each other and you know, helping each other to be greater, then you should stop. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here to bring anyone down. I'm not here to, you know, talk shit about no one, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like, let's uplift one another. You know what I'm saying? Let's uplift, let's embrace, and let's acknowledge the great works and the great healing that the Honorable Master Teacher Nate.
Woo! That is part one of These Are My Confessions. So, we're going to get part two tomorrow. He has received the holy blessing from the Honorable Master Teacher, whatever, just a mess. A mentor is still screwed if you listen to a narcissistic sociopath. Yes. A bunch of, I like when him and was it him and True or him and Solar, and he had to let Solar know them semantics don't work with me. I was there first.
Man, he long-winded.
I know. I was
I was like, will he hurry up and get to the story? What? Ooh, yeah. For him to not, but all the things that he skipped, he still wasn't saying nothing. Because he skipped all through his childhood. He skipped all through his teenage, and he was just all of a sudden grown.
Thank God, because if we think he's long with it, he'd have been more long with it. But this is part one of These Are My Confessions. We're going to find out some other confessions tomorrow. I thank all you guys.
I thank all of y'all for coming through.
No, that was, I can't find it.
And I thank all of y'all for coming through and spending this time with us on this carbonation craziness. So, hold on. So I want to tell everybody, thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And you guys have an awesome night. Good night, my BK Riders. See you later. Yeah.